And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream tonight. It is going to be a good one with a big Metro Division matchup between two teams that are both off to pretty good starts this year and have been a lot better than most people expected going into this season with the Washington Capitals and the Philadelphia Flyers. And as you can see, we have a very, very special guest joining the stream tonight. It is Jeremiah, a.k.a. the Sports Beard. His channel is linked at the top of the chat in the pinned comment, as well as the description of the video. You guys should definitely check him out. He does some awesome, awesome work. And definitely... excited to have Jeremiah on here this evening. So thank you guys so much for being here. Yeah, I got you. I don't know if they can hear me. We're trying a new setup here with the having a guest on, so I'm still trying to figure out all the audio and video stuff. I set up, hang on, I'm going to try something here. We still got like 7 minutes till puck drop, so I'm going to try something. And I want to see if this works. All right, I'm back to my normal audio capture. Jeremiah, can you hear me? I don't think... Yo, chat, can you guys still hear me? I want... Jeremiah, can you hear me? Shoot, I think I got rid of the audio that was going to him. I'm still trying to figure this new setup out. Streamlabs made it more difficult instead of easier. Let me add that back in. All right, I think we might be good. I think as long as Jeremiah can hear me and you guys can hear me, I think we're good. So we get ready to get into the action here. And Charlie Lindgren playing for the Caps. He's actually been very, very good this year for Washington with a .931 save percentage. And Sam Ersson in goal for the Flyers. Only an .883 save percentage for him. Carter Hart's been phenomenal. Big reason why Philadelphia has had this start to the year that they have. But the other goaltenders in Philly haven't been quite as good. Oh, all right. Hang on. Let me add that back then. Nah, I gotta add that second audio input back in. Yeah, I can hear you. Bro, Streamlabs made this so difficult for no reason. All right, we're gonna try that, and oh, I need to switch. Hey, Jeremiah, can you hear me like regular now? Those look like they're the same. Oh, close. That's not what I wanted. This is. Hey, what's up, Joey, Dominic, Ryan? We got Firestrike, J-Dog, Mike, Matt. What is up, everybody? Welcome in. Austin, what's going on? Vernon, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you guys all for being here. Really, really appreciate it. We're getting ready for puck drop. I'm trying to figure out the audio for this. Streamlabs changed their stuff all up. And I haven't done a two-man stream in like over a year, so I'm trying to figure all this new audio stuff out. We got Jeremiah here on the stream joining us, so big thank you to him. AKA the Sports Beard. His channel is linked in the top of the chat. Special guest in the pinned comment. If you guys want to check him out, he does great NHL content on his channel as well. I'm pretty good, Ikeka. How are you? Great to see you in the chat. Kelly, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Jeremiah, can you hear me now? He doesn't hear me. Oh, God. What if... Yeah, I can hear you. Yes. Let me try something. Jeremiah, can you hear me? As we drop the puck on this one, it has begun. We're still trying to figure out the audio here. I'm trying to send one audio source to Jeremiah. YouTube had to go and make this so difficult. Or not YouTube, Streamlabs is what made this difficult. All right, that's going to be kind of delayed, though. I'm trying to get it so that you can hear what I'm saying. Like, I should be able to... Good chance they're out in front as that's kicked to the stick by Delorier. Flyers clear the zone. Caps regroup back in their own end. Over now to Carlson. Moves it to the middle. Wilson gets it deep. Round it goes. Up the boards. Flyers clear. Couturier leads the rush back the other way. He doesn't... Yeah, I'm trying to fix that somehow, but I have no idea. Delayed penalty coming up already as that one is worked to the corner. Flyers play it. Caps are going to get the first penalty of the game. Flyers will go to the power play here when Washington finally touches up, which Carlson does. It's a holding call. And right out of the gate here, early on, we are going... what did I hit? Why did that disappear? Bro, what? Yeah, power play coming here for Philly. I don't know where the 0 went on the scoreboard for Washington. Why is it? Bro, Streamlabs is all messed up right now. Hey, what's going up, Kano? What's going on, Kano? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat as always. What's going on, Derek? Welcome. Avatar, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Aries, welcome. Thanks for watching. Bro, what is Streamlabs doing? Why did the 0 for Washington just disappear? Now the scoreboard's screwed up. Okay, that one works. What are you doing? Philly setting up here in the offensive zone. I have no idea. Did I hit something? Or? That it, maybe? Nope. Flyers here, final section of the power play, about 3 minutes into the first period. Nothing going yet on this man advantage. Couple shot attempts, but nothing really getting through. And right into the glove of Lindgren there. Gradient's off, vertical's off, that's on. I don't know what's going on with this scoreboard. That's on. That's off. Bro, I don't know what is going on with Streamlabs right now. Oh, there we go. Power play's over for Philly. Didn't do much with that. I want to know where my 0 went on the scoreboard for Washington's score. Just disappeared. There's literally, and it's still here in my source list, so I have no idea why it's not showing up. Columbus is scored to go up 1-0. That's a good goal for the Blue Jackets. We'll see if they can hold it. I have too many sources in here. Bro, I don't know why Streamlabs made this so difficult to add someone else in. This collab cam doesn't really work the way it should. What if... Okay, let me try something here. No, I don't think so, J-Dog. It's a setup through Streamlabs, but I want to see something here. All right, Jeremiah, can you hear me? All right, I want to see if I can do like a screen capture of Skype, which I can. Yeah, hang on. I'm going to get rid of this collab cam, because that's not really working like I want it to. Okay, now I'm going to get you through Skype. Or not. Why isn't it showing up? All right, we're 6 minutes into this game. Nothing, no score yet. Only one shot on goal belongs to Philadelphia. Shot attempt there for Washington gets knocked down in front. I feel like Streamlabs isn't even working right now. I want that to be seen. And it should be picking up Jeremiah. Yeah, but I don't know why it's not showing up in my in Streamlabs. Other than Streamlabs is just being dumb. Hang on a sec. When we go to the first commercial break, I'm gonna try something here, and I'll have a couple minutes at the break to hopefully get it to go. Oh, big hit there. Sandin knocks a guy down. We're under 13 to go in the first. Move to the middle. Delorier on his backhand. Sends that one wide of Lindgren. Kept in by the Flyers here. Over it goes. Nice spin move out high. York works it down to the corner. Then it's poked off his stick. And Washington will lead to start the breakout back the other way with 12.5 left here in the first. Both teams get line changes. It's not. But I'm going to try and fix this at the commercial break. I'm not going to use that collab cam. I don't know why Streamlabs made it if it wasn't going to work. I don't know if that would make a difference. All right. We're at commercial now, guys. I'm going to try and get this figured out right now. There's one more thing I want to try with this screen capture. I think I can get Jeremiah on through it. But I'm going to have to hang up and then restart that call. And then we'll see if it will finally show up. in on Urson. He leaves it over. Big hit behind the net there as Baku Bell absolutely hammers York. And oh, big collision out in the neutral zone as well. Hathaway takes a man down. Delayed penalty on the play. It's going to go against Garnet Hathaway for that big hit out in the neutral zone. Long shot from Ovechkin gets blocked. Washington's going to go on the power play here when the Flyers finally touch the puck. We'll have one power play for each team so far when that happens, unless the Caps score. And we're trying to get Jeremiah back in here. It's going to be a penalty, and let's see what the call is. Referee skating over. Illegal check to the head here against Garnet Hathaway. Whoops, hang on. I want to get rid of that for now. All right. Illegal check to the head call. That's going to put Washington on the power play now. Their first power play chance of the game. Nick Dowd was the one who took that high hit from Garnet Hathaway there. So Washington goes to the power play. Hey, at least my my 0 on the scoreboard's back now. What's going on, Connor? Welcome in. James, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. I'm trying to get Jeremiah back up now when he's able. Let's see. All right, Jeremiah, I know you can't see me through Skype, but can you hear me? Okay, he can hear me. So now we're going to do this. Should be that one or that one. I think we're going to make him over in the corner there. And try that. Screen capture. Show additional. Hang on, this, I'm worried that this is only... I don't think you're showing up for some reason. And I don't know if this comes with audio as well. Long shot there, up and out of play. Yeah, but once we started going through Streamlabs, everything changed. Everything except Skype on the captures is working. Like, Skype's the only one that's not working. You're not showing up for some reason. Yeah, we can give it a try. Final 12 seconds of the power play here. Cleared out again, Philadelphia. Both these teams are looking like they're going 0 for 1 on the power play. As we go back to 5-on-5 hockey. 8.5 to go now in the first. Washington, Philadelphia still 0-0. Let me see what I can do. That one gets brought up. I want to get rid of that. Oh, hang on. Let me try this first. All right, that's not going to work either. It used to be so easy just to Skype someone into Streamlabs, and now it's not. Like, there's no source for it, which they must have got rid of, which is really stupid. Oh, hang on. What's this? This is new. Application audio capture. But what application does it come from? Yeah, that could be an option. Hang on, Jeremiah. If you say something, they might be able to hear you now.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Hey, Scar, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Kaka, welcome in. BC Transportation, welcome in. Nathan, welcome in. All right, hang on. They can hear you now through this new
That's
thing.
good.
Yo, let's get some dono hype for Scar B, everybody. Says sending some dono love to help you through tech issues. Go Caps, go. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. That is awesome. We were at our second commercial break here. All right, I got Jeremiah's audio to go through. Now I just need the video. Why is that two separate sources, Streamlabs?
I know that lady.
I don't want that.
By the way, Columbus Blue Jackets up 2-0 on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Isn't that apropos?
Sounds about right.
Yeah. You knew. I listened to Will Kipling-Born and Sammy Keys like, nope, this is a game the Leafs typically lose. I was laughing.
Yeah.
Even Leaf fans know they play down to the competition.
Yeah. All right. I just got to get the video.
I agree with Nathan Carter. I do think this game has been a little boring as far as Leafs or as far as Capitals and Flyers. Both teams play really good defensive hockey, and this is the modern NHL, man.
Yeah, I mean we're almost what? We're almost 13 minutes into this game, and there's only been 4 total shots on goal.
Yeah. Yep. Oh.
That's not what I want. Whoops. Yeah, that's wrong. I'm trying to find a source to get Jeremiah's video in here. It used to be so simple, and now, like, it's gone.
Most rolled goals against the Flyers in the history of the NHL. 26 for Alex Ovechkin, 26 for Sidney Crosby, 24 for Mario Lemieux, and 21 for Jaromir Jagr. They like scoring against the Flyers. I saw last night, too. I think Crosby has the most points against the Montreal Canadiens of all time. That's an incredible stat.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Maybe it's...
Matt Wilson says NDI output of Skype is disabled by default, and you need to enable that first. Matt Wilson in the chat. Did you hear me, John? I don't know.
He says that. Okay. Thank you.
Matt Wilson, you're the man.
That might be it, because I haven't used Skype in like a year. I always had NDI on, but because I haven't used it in like a year, it might have reset to being off. Now I gotta find it.
Where is that at? What section is that at?
Alpha.
Because do I have to enable mine too, or?
Possibly. Let me try and find it in my settings. Call. Advanced. My NDI is on. Allow NDI usage. Hang on, I'm gonna flip it off and then back on.
Where would that be?
It was under calling and then advanced.
Okay. Yeah, mine was not on. So let me try
maybe if that might be it.
Yep, let me try that. I turned mine on. So yep, it's working. It looks like it's going. Mine's given the option to do stop NDI. So I used to see this when we did streams in the past. So
all right, I'm gonna try and add you in now that yours is turned on.
Yeah, let's see if that
would it be add source, Skype. Not that. That's not the right one.
If that doesn't work, we can try calling through Streamlab again, and I'll just do it through the program of Streamlab. I think I still have that program installed.
Audio input capture.
For those budgeting streamers out there, StreamYard, you send them a link, they click it, they're on. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, can you add graphics to StreamYard yet?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, because that was the big reason I didn't use StreamYard, is because when I first got a scoreboard like 4 years ago now, you couldn't add any graphics to it. No, that's not what I want.
I just use like the scrolling ticker. You can put in your own thing. It's like just a little easier, but I can understand you want the scoreboard up all the time and stuff for people that aren't watching the game. And
all right, that's definitely not right. You know, I think Streamlabs used to have NDI source as its own source. And that's how I would get people through Skype really simply. Philly goes in on the forecheck here. We still only have 7 shots on goal in this game. We're late in the first period now. We only have 7 shots on goal in this game. Ovechkin takes it back. I don't understand why I can't get your camera through to show up on here. What?
yeah,
Delete that. Let me try.
Yeah, I'm seeing myself on your thing, and so it should be working.
Wait, can you see you on the YouTube broadcast?
No, I can't see me
on
YouTube. I could see myself on the Skype call. Is what I'm saying.
I'm going to try this. That's new through Skype. There was a share option that never used to be there. Hold on a second. I think... Bro, they made this more complicated. You'd think that as they come out with new stuff, they would make it easier. I swear they made it more complicated. I'm sharing... Show up! right, it's not that. Then I'm going to delete that. What source am I supposed to use? You stupid. Maybe it's this. What?
Couturier just took a penalty for yeah, you need a PhD to work Streamlabs.
Dude, this is so not how it used to be. It used to be so simple.
Yeah, they've become a professional operation. That's for sure.
That doesn't work.
Cap's going on the power play with 2:08 left. I don't know where you're at on the game.
Yeah,
there.
I just saw that. We're gonna add that. We're gonna add this. No, that's wrong. That's not what I wanted. Bro, this whole first period is just me trying to figure this stupid shit out.
Yeah,
I don't understand why you're not showing up through a screen capture. Like, that should be the most simple, easiest way to do it. I should be able to put your camera through Skype through the screen capture. Yeah, this does my whole thing, which I don't want. So display capture doesn't work because it does everything. I don't have a second monitor where I can put just you on a second monitor.
Oh, that could be very well be. Well, next year I'll send you a second monitor.
No, that's
I can send you a nice monitor for less than the jersey, I assure you. So
I already tried this, but I'll try it again. Urson with a good save there. Some good pressure coming for the Capitals here. Still looking for our first goal of the game. All right, Skype has this share option, which is new, that they never used to have, but I don't know what it shares to. Like,
Philly doing a really good job killing this power play.
Yeah. This was going to be a low-scoring game from the start. Both of these teams are so defensive. Oh, shorthanded break here. Philly up, and pass goes under Lawton's stick. They just have to kill some more time now. 45 seconds left to go. Bro, I never even shared this stream out, but that might be a good thing. It's so dumb. All I want is to get your camera that I can see you right on through Streamlabs, and it used to be so easy, and now it's not.
Well, I'm at the period's end, so.
I have 15 seconds left in the first period here. Final seconds of the power play ticking off. Washington into the middle, and that's deflected away. Time maybe for one more shot. Top of the circle gets blocked. That's going to do it as it's flipped off glass, and end of the first period. So that is going to do it for period one. No goals. 10 total shots on goal and no goals. Other than a couple of noteworthy hits, there wasn't a whole lot going on in that first, other than technical difficulties. So I apologize for that. Trying to figure this out.
Well, we're at the period break, so we got a minute.
Yeah, now we got 18 minutes to figure it out. So, and we didn't really miss much.
Well, you could try to do it again through Streamlabs, and I could try the Streamlab link instead of doing it through the browser and see if that works.
I like this application audio capture thing that is getting you perfectly here through. But where's the application video capture? Like, it's getting your audio perfectly fine, but it won't get your video, and I don't know why. Why is the NDI source not an option anymore? That's not what I want. This, I would think it would be through window capture, but that's not working either. I can try that again.
There's a beginner's guide to media source in Streamlab. This is from 2022, though, so I don't know if this is applicable.
Is it because... Share screen. Oh, I think this would just share my screen with you, not send it through.
So John, real quick, just under the middle tab thing there that says sources, you're hitting the plus and then display capture or media source.
I've tried like 6 different ones.
Add media, and then if you go to media source, essential sources, media sources, is there a way you can add the source? And then
which source would I want to add though? Because I've tried browser source, window capture, screen capture.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've tried a bunch of different ones and it won't.
Well, Windows should work if you have the Skype video on a window, though.
Which I do, but it's coming up blank. Like it's just a black screen. So like if I add a new window capture.
Well, try it again since I've enabled my NDI, or.
Yeah, it's just coming up a black screen for some reason.
That's probably the ticket. Do you want to call me again? Try again one more time with Skype, and then we can try the StreamYard thing.
All right, let's try it. I'll call you back.
All right, sounds good.
This is so dumb. Why did they have to go and make this difficult? It was so easy. I did this all the time.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's working.
There we go. There we go.
I just need to move. Oh, I don't want to do that. I need to make you smaller, and I might want to... Whoa. Oh, wrong. No. What am I doing? There. Hang on. Let me switch the... What are my options? Can I get...
Change the view?
Yeah.
You want to change the view?
Hang on. I'm going to try something. Window, add new.
If that camera went away real quick, it might have just been on my end. Don't worry about it.
I think I messed up by getting rid of that. It won't.
I think where you had it was just fine.
No, it seems like I have to... This is so stupid. Who designed this? I have to have it up before I call you. If I call you afterwards, it won't add you in. Like, the video won't start going through, which makes no sense.
Okay, so do you need to call me again?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Who designed this?
8-year-olds.
Yeah. Okay. So now it works. This is the dumbest thing. Who designed this? Oh my god, that's not what I wanted to do. It shouldn't be moving, it should just be cropped. Oh my god. Alright, hang on. If I call Jeremiah now, he's gonna pop up. You watch. This is so stupid.
Hey, how's it going?
Got him now. Who designed this? It literally doesn't work unless you do it in like a certain order. Hang on, I'm gonna crop. If I remember how to crop. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I bet you this is. Yup.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm blocking out your face.
Nah, I'm just gonna crop that, and then I'm gonna change this. Put you up in the corner. All right. That's the best we can do. This is a debacle. I don't know why this is
It looks fine, man. This is
good.
Good.
I don't know, but Streamlabs used to be able to go Skype right into Streamlabs, and it was so easy. You just turned one thing on and it worked. And now they made it an absolute mess. So finally, after a period, this is what we were hoping for from the start. Joey, thank you for the 150. We got to get some dono hype in the chat for Joey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Finally got Jeremiah's audio and video up here, which took me a full period plus to figure out, but Streamlabs literally made things more difficult instead of making them easier. Now I'm finally going to do what I should have done before the stream even started, and that's share the stream out. Bro, I absolutely hate... I'm gonna have to find something new to use, but
Yeah, I just had to say, man, I never was a big fan of Streamlabs. It just felt like it was too difficult to use, and I just wanted to. I mean, I think there's some advantages. Obviously, one, you can get it for free. There's a paid version. I don't know. I mean, that might be part of it too, but. I threw Dono in there too for you for the stream, but you don't have to read it. I just after going through all the hassle of getting it to go, I just want everybody to know that we were almost 30 minutes before the show, the 7 p.m. Eastern, we were talking and getting set up. So this wasn't a lack of preparation by John's part or anything. We definitely were trying to work it. So. Glad we got it worked out, and you know, we didn't really miss anything from the first period.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot going on in that first period.
I mean, we do have a Blue Jackets 2-0 lead against the the Leafs. That happened. I don't know if that holds out, but that was pretty funny.
What's the Flyers Twitter handle now? They change it every year. It used
if you're trying to do the hashtag,
yeah,
it's hashtag Let's Go Flyers.
They change it every year. It used to be Fueled by Philly, then it was Bring It to Broad. Now it's Let's Go Fly. Like, stick with one.
I'll DM you the 2023 hashtags. I'll send them to you.
Most of them have stayed the same. Like I remember most of them.
Yeah, there's a few that have changed. The Carolina Hurricanes changed theirs too. It's Cause Chaos.
Yeah, it's not. It used to be what? Take Warning.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll DM you. I'll DM you all stupid. From this year.
Yeah, I like the ones that are like the Canucks. It's just hashtag Canucks, or the Rangers. It's just NYR. It's really easy.
Yeah. CBJ hashtag CBJ.
Columbus CBJ.
I just sent them to you. You can copy and paste them. I DM'd you to your Twitter.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's for this year. But most of them are the same. Yeah, the NFL does the same too. They change them, and it's like, good God, man.
Just pick one and keep it.
Yeah,
I feel like NHL Bruins has been Boston's ever since they started that.
Why would you change it? It's just easier. Yeah. And I like they did NHL Bruins because you have the UCLA Bruins, you know.
But like that's been the same for like however long they've been doing these hashtags, which is probably like 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on it completely. Makes
all right.
No sense.
I finally shared this stream out, so hopefully we get some more people in here. Sorry again for the disaster of a first.
I shared it out before we started.
Yeah,
too.
I saw that. I think I hopefully retweeted yours finally.
You did.
Thank you for the 20 as well. Really appreciate it. Speaking of beer money, I have a Big Deal brew here. I've been waiting. I forgot it was even next to me because I was trying to figure out Streamlabs. But we're going to crack this and get a cheers for everybody.
Well, let me get one with you.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Bro, I don't... Hang on. I hate to... I want to make Jeremiah's window a little bit bigger. It's such an odd shape. It's so rectangular, though. Hang on.
All right.
Oh, so we got the same. We got the exact same beer. Let's go.
Yeah. So they don't sell these in Alaska as the small cans. They only smell the big ones. So.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Well, I have to have a big one with you.
Perfect.
So cheers.
All right, we're getting a cheers, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully it's a great rest of the night of hockey and a fantastic stream as well. Despite the technical issues in the first period, we're in it now. Cold beers are out. Ready for a game, a good rest of the game. And we, despite not being able to do much in that first period because Streamlabs was being dumb, we didn't miss much. Washington and Philly still 0-0. Not a whole lot of shots on goal either. I think it was 10 total in that period. They may have adjusted the number afterwards because they tend to do that. They adjust shot totals pretty often. Yeah, they took a shot away from Philadelphia, so now it was 9 total shots in that first period, which honestly isn't all that surprising given the defensive nature of both of these teams. You know, Washington this year has pretty consistently been a lower scoring team. They haven't scored a lot, but they haven't given a ton up either, and Philadelphia a little bit more of a roller coaster with them. But
shout out my boy Perlo Wisdom in the chat. Perlo is one of my co-hosts on NHL Nightly every Tuesday through Friday. I have Perlo and Rico on. We talk gambling and all things NHL. We talk news and stuff that's going on. Huge news today with the Minnesota Wild basically shit canning their assistant GM for I don't know what the reason was, but they mutually parted ways. It sounds like some workplace probably was doing some stuff he wasn't supposed to be doing with a female compatriot. I'm guessing that's
you never know.
Yeah, that's how I read the article from Mike Russo of the Athletic.
Yep.
It sure sounded like it was from that thing too.
But what's going on, Perlo? Welcome in, man. Great to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for dropping by. What's up, Sal? We got Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball here. Long time friend of mine, literally since first grade.
Is he a Boston Celtics guy or?
Yeah, all the Boston sports.
So I have a quick Celtics story for you. I grew up in Northwest Montana with this family. This guy Chris Holding. Chris may be passed now. His sister used to babysit Bob Cousy's kids.
Oh,
and
wow.
Bob Cousy would come over and play basketball with them in the park in the driveway basketball hoop thing. Just the neatest thing. If you guys, I'm like Bob Cousy's before my time, like way before my time. So, but was one of the original. I think he was a part of 11 Celtics championships or something. So, back when the Red Auerbach days. But anyway, really cool little anecdote I have for. Larry Bird, notoriously the biggest shit talker in NBA history, and always pretty much backed it up. He was a badass. I don't think people realized how good. I'm gonna get the ball. I'm gonna shoot it in your face.
Yeah, and then he did just that.
He would do that.
So other games going on right now. 2 other games have started. Columbus is up 2-0 on Toronto, which is hilarious and not surprising at the same time. And Carolina has taken a 1-0 lead over Detroit. That's a pretty big game between those two. Both of those teams kind of fighting in that playoff bubble right now. Detroit, I think, is 3rd in the division. Fourth.
Yeah.
They've dropped to fourth. So
Well, one could argue that it's a bigger game for Carolina, John.
yeah, no, Carolina is out of the playoffs as of right now, which I don't think anybody had on their bingo card going into this year.
No, Rico from my channel has them as the Stanley Cup champion. Yeah, they've been dog shit.
Yeah, well, I've been heavy on Dallas this year, like heading into the year, and they've dropped down to third in the Central, and they're only 4-4-2 in their last 10, so they haven't exactly been lighting it up. My cup pick isn't looking great either.
Yeah, but I don't get the worry out of Dallas.
I think they'll figure it out.
I mean, also too, man, like they're not going to play Ottinger every game, and their backup is Scott Wedgwood. Nothing against Scott Wedgwood. I think he owned the Capitals when they played him earlier this year, so I shouldn't dog the guy. He's a good player, but they've had a pretty tough schedule, and I see a lot of teams with back-to-backs. Like Edmonton in their 8-game win streak, I think have caught 4 or 5 teams on back-to-backs at home with rest.
Yeah,
I mean that's a huge advantage for another team. So,
oh yeah, big time.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, beyond the ARC basketball, thanks. You could hit me up, but I could tell you nothing about today's NBA. I don't think I've watched a full NBA game. I did watch the final minutes of the in-season tournament. I don't know if you followed that, John. Did you follow?
I didn't at all.
Well, pretty neat thing for the NBA to do anyway. It gets you more interested in games. Oh, I like seeing Garnet Hathaway and a former Capital. By the way, love Garnet Hathaway. Just my type of player.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks a lot, Joey. We're trying to get to 500 here in the next 3 months on my channel. I'm giving away a free Jonathan Toews jersey for anybody that, not that I just happen to have an extra Jonathan Toews one, but we're going to do some prizes and stuff we're trying to get. And I actually recently, if you didn't know, John, I got hired by fansfirst.com to be their lead NHL writer. So I'll be writing about games and going to games. Hopefully that'll be good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's absolutely sick. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. I don't think I'll ever make a ton of money out of it, but, we're going to keep doing the channel, which is also through fansfirstsportsnetwork.com. And maybe after football here, we switch to Monday through Thursday. I think that's the plan.
Yep.
But for now, Tuesday through Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern. And John's been on the show. He's a big supporter. I'm a big supporter of him. I know the game is back on for me, and we're a little bit off.
Yeah, I missed the first 10 seconds. My bad.
Yeah.
Second period has started. Capitals back in their own zone here, starting the breakout as that's brought up to neutral ice over the red line into the offensive zone. Puck bouncing around a little bit. And Flyers send it back out the other way. And Capitals got to regroup. Philadelphia starting with their fourth line again, which they started the game with that line. Hathaway, Paling, and Delorier. As that's up the wall to Hathaway. He can't do much with it. Fehervary can't get it deep. Now Strome will try. Fehervary again. Finally sends it around. Feel like it's somewhat sloppy. It's like nobody can really get anything really going as far as puck possession, offensive chances. It feels like just kind of pucks dumped back and forth and rolling off guys' sticks.
The ice might be a little sloppy. From what I'm hearing, it's unseasonably warm in a lot of the U.S. That could really contribute to the ice being poor. What's the weather like there in Massachusetts?
It was freaking cold today. We are getting like 60-degree weather this weekend, though. So I think that warm air mass is moving towards us. We were really cold today, though.
It's 10 degrees here today.
we were in the 20s for most of today.
Isn't that crazy though that you can go from 20s to 60s?
Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
It's gonna be like, I think it was Sunday is gonna be like 60 degrees.
Oh, we got a goal to talk about here. I
haven't seen it yet. Let's see what happens. Bad turnover. No, nope. They still don't get it out of the zone. Capitals struggling to clear their end. I think I have a feeling where this is going. as Philadelphia works it around. Back to the point. Long shot. Bounces. Rebound. And they score. Is that Bobby Brink?
That's Bobby Brink.
Bobby Brink on the doorstep. Bats home the rebound chance. We have a 1-0 game. Only the 4th shot on goal for the Flyers. Maybe their 5th, depending on if they adjust it or not. But either way, not a lot of shots for Philadelphia. They finally got one in the back of the net. It's 1-0 Flyers.
You're going to have to tell me where the Capitals, right defenseman was there. I have no idea where he was.
Let's see. Going for a Sunday skate, it looked like. John Carlson, what are you doing?
He's been not great.
What are you doing? Like, he was acting like he thought the puck was out of the zone. Like, he was up in the slot. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I didn't. And the other defenseman wasn't there either. It was
Connor he was just standing. He was standing around, but at least he was at the top of the crease. Carlson was, like, not even in the picture.
I was just about to say Caps are 4-1 after being tied after the first. So, yeah. Great.
Hey, we still got a lot of hockey left here.
We have another goal to talk about, though.
Oh, Jesus. Drac, what's going on? McDobb, welcome in. There's a shot that's ripped wide. Is my ESPN Plus behind, or?
I think 30 seconds ahead of you.
Moving around now, thrown through the middle. Capitals get it back. Protus throws it in front. Oh, what a move by McMichael! Wow, nifty hands from the kid. Although he's not that much of a kid anymore. He's been around a few years now. Connor McMichael pulls it around Erson and to the back of the net. 1-1 hockey game as the Capitals get it right back. That did not take long.
He's been unbelievable for the Capitals this year. Connor McMichael.
So McMichael has finally arrived, we'll say?
Yeah, I don't know. He's looking good. I think it did him and Hendrix LaPierre and a lot of those guys good to win that championship with Hershey last year. Mm-hmm. I think their 14th Calder Cup. Pretty crazy. Looks like Flyers are going on the power play again here, though. TJ Oshie for tripping. This is why you take it.
Yeah, right off that face-off there. Oshie's going to go to the box, and that's going to put Philadelphia on the power play. 1-1 hockey game. So after a scoreless first period, we've had 2 quick goals here in the first 3 minutes of the second period, and it is 1 for each team. So now it's a 1-1 game. Philly's going to the power play, their second power play chance of the game. We'll see if they can capitalize on this one. They did not on their first. What's going on, Cap? What's Drac? Welcome in. I feel like I didn't say hi to so many people because I was trying to figure out settings. Victoria's here. What's going on? Welcome. This second period has definitely been a bit more lively than the first was. As Frost has it, Philly sets up in the offensive zone. Back down low. Half wall now by the hash marks. Out high. Long shot misses. Rebound chance. That one off the post. Couturier gets one over. Trying to get it back through to Couturier, but it's stolen and flipped out all the way down. It goes good clear there by the Capitals, but a golden opportunity for Philly. Just not able to put it in the back of the net. They did everything but. Fires shot there, lingering with the save. Wilson clears it all the way down. 45 seconds left on the power play. 15:35 to go now in the second period. 1-1 hockey game. Played up. Brink drops it back.
I'm kind of surprised they let anybody wear 10 for the Flyers, by the way. Should be John LeClaire in the rafters, I feel. I don't know. Don't you think John LeClaire's number should have been retired by the Flyers?
How long did he play there?
10 years? I don't know. He was there a long time.
Let's see. This will be a good quick history lesson while Washington kills the rest of this penalty.
Yeah, it looks
John
like
LeClaire played quite a while. Wow, he had back-to-back 97-point seasons in 95-96 and 96-97.
those were like the dead puck era too.
Yeah.
Like the trap, like to be that good in the, I mean, that's 140 points now in this day and age.
He had 3 straight 50-goal seasons from 95 through 98.
Yeah, just unbelievable.
Definitely has a case to be made for a jersey retirement there. He was very, very good in the 90s.
Yeah, and nothing against Bobby Brink. Like the kid, but like, come on, man. And you can let him wear it. Like they have this now. Like, the other day we had an argument. Somebody said that the Islanders should retire number 91 for John Tavares. I said, well, wasn't even there that long. What, 6 years or something? And they already have number 91 retired, Butch Goring.
Yeah.
So that guy won 4 Stanley Cups. I think.
Yeah, what would they win with Tavares? 1 playoff series? Like,
I don't think they ever won a round with Tavares. I don't think they ever won a first round playoff, did they?
I think they won 1.
I thought he's only won 1 in his career, and that was last year with the Leafs.
What was that like iconic John Tavares overtime goal in the playoffs?
Yeah, but was that to win the series?
I thought it was, but I may be wrong on that.
Yeah, I want to say he had never been out of the first round until last year. I think that's an accurate statement. I could be wrong, but somebody will have to let us know.
Yeah, I would have to.
I'll ask big time Kimmy Kim when she comes on our show next week. Talk a little Islanders hockey. They've been playing. I mean, honestly, if they win 2 or 3 of their overtime games.
Whoa, Lindgren! Wow, keeps it out. Big scramble in front of the Caps net there. Konechny thinks it's a goal, but Lindgren looks like he kept it out.
Yeah, I didn't see a good angle. You're watching the NBC feed, and I'm watching the Monumental Sports for Capitals feed, and I haven't seen any. Konechny wants a challenge. I don't know. He's cussing, so I think he didn't get it. I think he saw the replay, but I haven't seen a good one from ours here. So we'll see. They're not going to show it. Capitals aren't going to show it. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. What year was Tavares drafted? 9?
Yeah.
9-ish?
Yeah, just to give you some context, John, this was the source of the conversation. A lot of Leafs fans were bitching about the fans booing Tavares, and I said, you got to understand something. Your franchise may only get a number 1 overall pick like once in their history. So they kind of have a right to be mad. Even if, I mean, look, I don't hate the reasons Tavares left. I'll say this. I bet the Leafs sort of regret that deal anyway, in my opinion. I think
2016, the Islanders went to the second round.
Okay, with John Tavares. Okay.
Tavares was there in 16.
Was he?
2016? I think so. They beat Florida in the first round and then lost to Tampa in round 2.
That was a Pittsburgh Cup year.
New York Islanders, 2015-16.
Yeah, Jeremy Ford Hamlet in your chat says, hey, John and Jeremiah. I agree. Jeremiah has that has turned out to be a bad deal for Toronto. I just think the Leafs had benefited from having that $11 million somewhere else in their lineup. One, they would have kept Zach Hyman, and boy, they could use him.
Tavares was the captain of the 2016 team.
Was that that had to have been his last year with them then?
He was there 16, 17, 17.
He's been with the Leafs for a while now. 4 or 5 years.
I think the off season of 2018 is when he went to the Leafs. I believe it was the 2018 off season. I think, let me double check. Yeah, his last year with the Islanders was 2017-2018. And then he went to Toronto. So he was the captain of the 2015-16 team that did win a round. But they lost in round 2 to Tampa Bay.
Well, and there's no shame in losing to that team, but I mean they've been cup contenders for 10 years.
Because that was 2016. Tampa went to the Cup the year before and lost to Chicago in 15.
Little brouhaha happening in this Leafs Blue Jackets game. I don't know. Somebody's down bad for. I think Patrick Laine
Oh,
got
geez.
checked from. Oh, he got. Yeah, he got run into the boards by Lagesson, and I think he might have separated his shoulder. That's a bad news for
That
Blue
sucks.
Jackets. I my heart goes out to that fan base, man. Like
nothing good ever. Like,
yeah,
they get Johnny Gaudreau and he stinks. And
yeah, I don't know why he's not playing well. I mean, there's something to be said that he played with Matthew Tkachuk and good wingers and stuff, and
yeah, he needs players around him that they just don't have.
Yeah, but I like that Marchenko. I mean, they've got some guys in there. I mean, then Juracek, they've got some young guy. I just think it's time for a regime change there. Yeah. I think I got into this a little bit with Perlo. I feel like Jarmo
Kekalainen.
Jarmo Kekalainen has had 10 years.
Yeah, he's had long enough. It seems like they draft well, though, but it never results in anything.
I mean, they weren't playing Johnson. I don't know. It's just a weird situation.
Yeah. Oh, big hit there as Abe Kubel gets run into. Lindgren's got to make a save as the Flyers break in. And that was Cam York with the chance. What's going on, Jeremy? What's going on, Jared? Welcome in. Thank you guys for being here.
Oh, we might be a little more sync. We might be a little more sync now. What are you at, 12:30?
Lindgren just made a save on York.
Yeah, we're right there. I'm at 12:33, so we're in sync now. I'm not ahead of you.
Yeah, I bumped. My ESPN must have like froze or something for like a little bit because I bumped it back forward as far as it would go, and I think we're closer together now.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird that I would be ahead of you. Usually East Coast games, you're usually ahead a little bit, which I actually enjoy because it allows me to break the play down a little bit.
Yeah, Caps get that one out. Here comes Wilson. Ovechkin in the corner, cycles with Tommy Wilson. And that one's deflected up and over the glass as Lawton got his stick in the way.
They did give Lagesson and Sillinger roughing minors in that Leafs Blue Jackets game, by the way, but it wasn't. Again, I don't think Lagesson did what he did intentionally to Laine. Kind of a weird play. You guys will have to watch it. Yeah, I think it's safe to say Laine is not coming back to play the rest of this game unless he's got like a nerve pinched or something.
That's a loss there for Columbus, although talk about a guy that started out his career so strong and has really fallen off the map.
Oh, I kept hearing he was going to be like up there with Ovechkin and stuff.
What did he score? 44 that one year, and
I think his rookie year.
Yeah, his rookie year he scored 44, and it was all downhill from there. That's sad.
Shades of Teemu Selanne because he had 54 his rookie year for the Winnipeg Jets. Yeah, I mean, I think the Jets, they turned that. Did you watch any of the Jets and Kings game last night?
I did not, no.
That trade is working out for the Jets just fine.
Yeah.
Velarde, I think, had 4 points against his former team.
Yeah, I saw something about that this morning, just like on social media and stuff. But the Kings aren't looking too bad for a team that a lot of people thought was going to take a step back this year.
Oh no, they look incredible.
They're at 36 points, and they've got games in hand on Vancouver and Vegas ahead of them. So
they look good.
I think the Kings are a pretty confirmed playoff team. Winnipeg's been good this year. They actually just moved ahead of Dallas in the Central. Nashville was pretty well below 500. has gone 7-3 in their last 10 and is now 3 games over 500 and moved into a wild card spot.
I have been impressed with Nashville for the most part. You got a pretty good question in the chat from Jeremy Ford Hamley. He says New Jersey, Carolina, Tampa Bay, and Pittsburgh are all on the outside looking in. How many of these teams do you think will make the playoffs, and which teams drop out? Caps, Philly, Wings, Isles, Leafs, Panthers, Rangers, and Boston. Well, I'd be worried about every one of those teams you just listed, in my opinion.
Oh, Sealer's trying to get into it here with Protas, but they just kind of turn around. I don't think Alexei Protas wants anything to do with Nick Sealer. That would be a little out of his weight class.
Alexei Protas is a big boy, man.
Yeah, but he doesn't fight a lot. Sealer is...
Yeah, Nick Sealer is a hot commodity in the NHL right now. He's top 4 defenseman that makes the league minimum.
He's very similar to Luke Shen. I think he's a mini Luke Shen.
Columbus is up 3-0, by the way.
As a Bruins fan, I love to see it. Anytime Toronto loses, I'm smiling. Sorry, John.
They have won the most games in like overtime in a shootout.
Yeah.
The Sharks have more regulation wins than the Leafs.
Brought up now.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is wild. As far as Jeremy's question, I think New Jersey moves back in. They haven't obviously had the greatest start to the season, but I think New Jersey's a playoff team. I would say Philadelphia is probably likely to drop out. They've had a good start. They've been a very tough team to play against. I don't think they're going to be able to keep that up for the entire season. Their roster just like Philly shouldn't be as good as they are with that roster. They're overachieving right now. I don't think that's going to hold up all season long. I think New Jersey moves in and
TJ took
Philly
a second
drops
power
out.
Play. Might prove you wrong, John. Philly might prove you wrong. Yeah, I think New Jersey, we talked about this a little bit on my show last night. I think they need to go out and talk to that looked like a dive to me, by the way. I didn't even see TJ's stick hit his face, but I don't know. This is weird. You should be able to review this if it was on a fall through with a shot. But I think New Jersey needs to go out and try to get Jordan Bennington from the St. Louis Blues if the Blues are on the rebuild. I think New Jersey's got to be one of the most disappointing teams in the NHL right now, and it's largely been because of their goaltending. You know, and they've had a little bit of injuries. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, the goaltending's been the biggest problem with the Devils is their goalies have both stunk. But I think if they can figure out a way to get some stops, they're gonna be right back in the thick of the playoff race. And I mean, they're in it. They're in the race now. That's not like they've dug themselves a hole that they can't climb out of. They're tied with the Capitals at 31 points. Caps do have games in hand. One of those being right now because I don't believe New Jersey plays tonight. But
I don't think so.
No. So, you know, they're right there. Philadelphia's played a lot of games. They're at 28 already. They're at 33 points. Carolina's at 31, New Jersey's at 31, and Washington's at 31. They're all right on top of each other. Yeah. It's still, I mean, we haven't even reached the 30-game mark for most teams, so it's still fairly early. I think the Devils are going to get in. I
hope they do. I want them in.
Yeah, I think they're too talented not to be a playoff team. But the goaltending's been garbage in New Jersey.
Yeah, the thing I think the Caps have one of the best fourth lines in hockey. If Ovechkin can, I don't know, man, if he can find his game or get his skating back a little bit, I don't know, maybe they need to rest him every other game and get him a little bit more rest, and that might help his game long term. He just doesn't look like he did even last year. I would say outside of Carolina and New Jersey, the biggest disappointment in the NHL for me has been the Ottawa Senators. They've been not good. And Former referee yesterday, Tim Peel, tweeted out, and I thought it was funny. He goes, "If I was the owner of the Senators, Michael Andlauer, I'd be flying Craig Berube up to Ottawa right now and announce him as
Yeah,
the
I
new."
mean, talk about an upgrade at coach there for Ottawa
Yeah,
if they were able to do that. I think Buffalo has also been a massive disappointment. A team. Oh, here come the Caps. Shorthanded break. Nice save there by Airson. And here comes Brink back the other way now. End to end we go. Tippett with a shot. Lingering with a save. Rebound sent below the goal line. His bodies start to fly. Capitals send it back out of the zone. We're down to 30 seconds left on the Philadelphia power play. Still a 1-1 hockey game here with 8:40 to go in the second. Played now by the Flyers as Sanheim backhands it deep right to a Capital who sends it all the way down.
Shinnikov makes it 4-0 for the Columbus Blue
That's
Jacks.
hilarious. Benjamin, what is going on? Welcome. Justin, welcome in. Dan, great to see you. Thank you so much for watching. I think the Buffalo Sabres have been a massive disappointment this year to miss the playoffs by 1 point last year.
Yeah.
Supposedly get better. Supposed to be in the playoffs now. Detroit is doing what Buffalo was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and then Detroit adds Patty Kane instead of Buffalo. You just would have thought the Buffalo could have really used Patty Kane too. You know, and he's from there, so he had a lot of incentive to go there. But you know, the good thing for Buffalo is that they could get a high pick, and you know, Patrick Kane is a free agent, and they have money to get him.
Oh, here's a break for the Caps, and on the back end, oh, what a save there by Airson! Wow.
Yeah, this is why I think Philly will stick in it, because Carter Hart and Airson have both been good, and you know, a lot of people are not. Konechny, great player. Couturier is back, and he looks every bit of the Couturier from a few years ago. That was up for Selke contention.
Finally looks healthy.
Also back, and I just feel like Tortorella, he never lets those teams be lazy, and I just feel like this feels like a team that's going to upset a really good team in the first round of the playoffs. Like, and everybody keeps counting them out. Washington, I as a fan, I mean, part of me is like, man, I almost wouldn't mind missing the playoffs. Like last year, I was glad they were like, no, we're going to be traitors.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Hot Take Hockey asked me, and I'm curious to get your knowledge on it. I know we're not doing a ton of play-by-play, but the Caps just signed Ethan Bear to like a multi-year deal.
Yeah, 2-year deal.
They're kind of heavy on D. So I wonder, are they going to trade a Nick Jensen or a Joel Edmondson or a Trevor Van Riemsdyk? Those guys probably seem like they're a little bit older, but they're good D. Would we see anything there? And he thinks that the Caps in Vancouver are in trade, and he keeps bringing up the Russian winger Kuzmenko. I don't know why Russians are always tied to the Caps. Maybe it's because of Ovi, but
Capitals notoriously as an organization have brought in a lot of Russians.
Yeah,
I mean, draft one every year, it seems.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they would have drafted the kid that went to Philly. But they ended up getting Ryan Leonard, which is not a disappointment to me, man. I'm a big Ryan Leonard fan.
Oh, I am too.
I'm excited. And boy, Boston College just played Providence. Did you get to go to that game? I was wondering if you went to that.
I did not get to go to that one. I am going to a Providence College game coming up in January, but I didn't get to see the BC-PC matchup.
Just give me an approximation, because I went to the Frozen Four last year and sat in really good seats for all 3 games, and it was not really expensive by NHL standards. What is it like to go to a Providence game and sit like lower level?
Like $25.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It changes depending on the matchup, but it's usually like 25 to between 25 and 40, depending on like if they're playing a top tier opponent or just like a regular conference game or something.
Like the Boston College game might have had to bring out the $40.
Yeah, the Boston College, Boston University, those matchups are more expensive.
Yeah, Providence plays in the Beanpot, don't they?
No, that's only the Boston schools.
Oh, the Boston
That's
schools.
Northeastern, Harvard, BU, and BC.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going. They're playing the game I'm going to. They're playing UMass Lowell. And
okay.
That one was only $25 per ticket.
Okay, but how are I mean I know that UMass itself pretty good, especially since McCarr went there and they won national championship
Yeah.
and all that. How's UMass Lowell? Are they?
They're not great right now. They had a couple years where they were up there, but they're definitely they've dropped more towards the bottom of Hockey East at this point.
Lowell's a Western Mass, right?
Up north of Boston.
Oh, Northeastern. Okay.
Yeah,
Northeastern.
up
Okay.
like north of Boston.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Connor Hellebuck played for UMass Lowell.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That was obviously quite a while ago now. He's been in the NHL for quite a bit, but he's probably the best player to ever come out of UMass Lowell.
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, he has like a couple Vezinas.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Pretty good. I'll tell you what, man. Winnipeg could be Canada's chance to end the streak, man. They're a good team.
They're a good team, absolutely.
And they dominated last night against the Kings without Kyle Connor. It looks like they're going to have him without Kyle Connor
for a while.
6 to 8 weeks, I heard today.
Yeah, that's like 2 months without him.
And he was having like kind of MVP, definitely.
Oh, he was going to score 50 this year.
Oh God, I feel so bad. If he's not the most underrated hockey player, he's definitely one of the most underrated American hockey players. Just unbelievable player.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was seeing if we got an update. Sorry, didn't mean to step on you there.
Yeah, no problem. Taken back now. Capitals have it in the offensive zone, looking for a go-ahead goal. We got 5:25 to go in the second period. Abe Kubel gets taken down. That's going to be a penalty. And it looks like Washington's going to go to the man advantage here. John Tortorella is shaking his head on the bench. It's going to be an interference against Scott Lawton. And Washington goes to the power play. This is a good chance for them to try and get set up in the attacking zone and get some scoring opportunities and maybe take a lead in this game. What's going on, Donna? Welcome in. JT, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. As you can see, special guest on the stream. It's Jeremiah, a.k.a. The Sports Beard. Please check out his channel. It's linked in the description of the video as well as the pinned comment at the top of the chat. Capitals here. Ring one off the pipe. Good opportunity early on the power play, but it hits straight post.
Yeah, they've been unlucky with a lot of that too. I would love to see. I think there's a high stick or something.
Yeah, puck played with a high stick there.
Yeah. I would just love to see Ovi bury one from his office here and just get it going here a little bit. Weird puck drop times tonight. A bunch of 7:30, and then the late games, the Lightning and Oilers, which is in Edmonton. That's a 5 o'clock. That's a, I believe I guess that's a 7 p.m. puck drop for Edmonton. They typically don't drop the puck there till 8 o'clock, though. I don't know why. It's typically the thing there. I don't know,
they're 9 o'clock Eastern time, so Edmonton time.
Trying to get McDavid and Kucherov, both probably the 2 Hart Trophy candidates to win. You're just. I just can't believe Kucherov has like 18 goals and like 28 assists or something.
Yeah, he's been unreal this year. The Capitals again. Wilson scores! Backdoor Tom Wilson puts it home on the power play.
He's been so incredible for the Caps this year.
And it is 2-1 Washington here as they get their first lead of the game. 4:31 to go in the second. A power play goal for Tom Wilson. A nice setup there from Dylan Strome. And Wilson can roof it before Ayerson can find a way to get over. And, yeah, no doubt about that one. Tommy Wilson with a big goal and the Capitals with the lead.
5-0. Johnny Gaudreau. Talking about he needs to find his game. Johnny Gaudreau makes it 5-0 Columbus.
Was just talking a bunch of shit about Johnny Gaudreau, and now here he is scoring a goal as Columbus is just absolutely pounding the Toronto Maple Leafs right now.
And we're gonna hear all about it tomorrow on Leafs Radio. It was definitely a shot that you'd like to see Samsonov make the save on, but Might have went off. I think it went off the defenseman's skate.
He's not been very good in goal for them.
Well, the Capitals drafted him in the #1 in the first round, and they walked away from him. So, Perlo is in the chat saying, "Is Keefe finally getting fired?" No, I don't think that's happening. Perlo,
Probably not.
He hates Keefe. He thinks he's not a good goalie or a good coach.
Good coach, yeah. No, I don't think they're gonna do it yet, but
he's not getting fired. They just won like 8 of their last 10.
Yeah, they're 6-1-3 in their last 10.
Yeah, they're good. They're the problem with the Leafs are they don't look great defensively, and their goaltending is a question mark. But I think they play better when their backs are up against the wall. Obviously, that's not happening tonight. By the way, Goudreau must be on a little bit of a tear because that was his 5th goal of the season. Really, from him, you want to see like 20, 25, and then like 80 assists, right? Like
yeah, I mean, he's much more of a setup guy. Not that he has a whole lot to set up in Columbus, but yeah, you want him at like 25 goals and like 70 assists. But I don't think he's getting 70 assists with the Blue Jackets.
I bet if you polled Leafs Nation that the game was going to be 5-0, not one of them would have picked Columbus to be 5.
Yeah. Hey, Jameson, thank you so much for being here. Good to have you in the chat. Thank you for watching. Oh, God. Drac has a question for Jeremiah.
Oh, where does it
Bro,
say?
This kid's funny.
I don't see it. Jeremiah, do you see polar bears all the time? No, not in Anchorage, man. They're too far. We're way too far south. They are up in the villages and stuff. You can see them up there. If you see a polar bear, you need to get away because they're one of the few meat-eating mammals that are known to hunt men. They will kill you.
They will kill people, yes. And not think twice about it.
My little Yorkie poos will chase off black bears. But I'm having a problem with this feed. I may have to switch over to the Comcast. Oh, Washington won there. Or I could just switch off this Leafs game, which is a total blowout.
Yeah. All right, we're coming back from the commercial break, guys. We're going to get into some play-by-play here for these final few minutes of the second period. Washington has taken the 2-1 lead on the goal by Tom Wilson. And they obviously would love to extend that to 2 if they can before the break. And obviously Philadelphia is trying to even things back up. As Washington takes it in their own zone, they're going to carry out up over the red line, through into the offensive zone. Good hit along the wall there by York on Aube-Kubel. Cam York takes it now, takes it over the red line and dumps it in. Played down low. Ooh, a little trouble there for Lindgren. Brink can't make him pay, though, as the Capitals get back defensively. Played in the corner. And carrying it up, passing it now. Chipped back through the middle, over the line, dumped in deep. Right in on Samuel Ersson. He'll just have to eat that one and cover it with 3:16 to go in the second. And an offensive zone draw for Washington on the way. Shots are 18-12 in favor of the Capitals, and they lead by 1 where it counts on the scoreboard, 2-1.
Caps are 0-8 when scoring less than 1 goal, and they're 14-0-2 when scoring 2 or more. That's so funny. Of course, they win more when they score more goals.
Yeah. Oh, you know that you score more goals and you lose. Like, that doesn't...
Well, that's a bad sign if you score a lot of goals and you lose, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're a defensive team, so.
Back out, over into the offensive zone. Here comes Farabee leading the rush. Former Boston University Terrier, Joel Farabee.
Another player I really like from Philly.
Here's Ristolainen, probably my least favorite player on Philly. Played back, out high. Over to Risto again. Is he minus 40 yet this year?
I think he's actually having a pretty good year, like a bounce back year there for them, if you look at his numbers.
Taken now by Atkinson, Boston College Cam Atkinson. I love how many like Hockey East players that I grew up watching college hockey are in the NHL.
Is it a surprise?
No, because the college hockey up here is so good, but it's just really cool to see like guys that you watched play in college playing in the NHL.
I love it.
Down low now, Atkinson. Like when Atkinson was at Boston College, they were really, really good.
Well, and I'll say this too, even as far as Canadian kids go, you're seeing a lot more kids go to college route
Yeah.
instead of juniors, because, and this is my thought process, you play less games, and you can get your body and you can work out more and get your body more ready and stuff. So I don't know what's going on there. Scott Lawton grabbing Wilson's jersey. I don't think you want any of
I don't think Lawton wants that. Edmondson
No.
was getting into it with Ristolainen. Edmondson's a big boy, although
Yeah.
when did he come back? Because I know he missed the first part of the year with injury.
Yeah. So he took a penalty.
Yeah.
Looks like I don't know if he's played 10 games, so it's not been that many. He's not been back in the lineup that much. And the Caps are getting I call it their secret weapon. Everybody forgets they signed Match Pacioretty in the offseason, and he's skating.
I'll be honest, I completely forgot that they signed Max Pacioretty.
Everybody did. By the way, Wings tied it up against Carolina.
Hey, there we go. Nice.
Yeah.
I kind of low-key want Detroit to win that game.
Yeah, I do too. And they're at home anyway. And with Detroit missing Larkin and Perron for this, I thought that, by the way, definitely did not think Perron deserved 6 games.
No, that should have been 2 or 3, which
Austin Matthews did the same thing, got 2 games.
Yeah, and it was, I don't even, like, the player safety, the suspensions are so, like, random. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to it at all. Like, I don't even bother even trying to talk about them because it's just like, I have no idea, and I don't think anybody has any idea because they just seem like they're throwing darts at a dartboard, and whatever number it lands on is what you get.
Yeah, totally agree.
Brought up now, Flyers back into the offensive zone. They're on the power play with Edmondson in the box. Down now to just over a minute to go in the second period. A little bit longer than that in the power play, so it will carry over into the third, but only for a few seconds as that's cleared all the way down by the Caps. Philly tries to get going again. Ristolainen up ice, passes over. Here's Konechny, top of the circle, now down low, behind the net. Plays it over to the far side, back out high to Risto, gets it through to Frost. Cross ice pass in the skates, back out high. Risto fakes a shot, passes back to the far side to Konechny, who fans on it twice in the middle as he goes down. But it's going to be a penalty. Wow. They're calling a hook here against the Capitals. Spencer Carver, he is not happy.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I don't think the guy touched him.
Yeah, Capitals coach.
Yeah, that was a bad call.
Carberry's going pretty nuts on the bench. Wilson's giving it to the ref. All right, puck goes into the middle. He fans on the first. What is he? What?
He does not touch him. It's a terrible fucking call.
That is absolutely abysmal.
He doesn't even touch him. He barely.
It's going to be on McMichael for stick checking.
It's an awful call.
That is absolutely horrific, and it's going to give Philadelphia 5-on-3. That is absolutely horrific.
Yeah, that's a dog shit.
That's called a stick check. That's how you play defense.
Yeah, that's just good. That's just god awful. This ref should not be reffing in the NHL.
Back to the East Coast League for him.
Yeah, what a dog shit call. And welcome to life as a Caps fan. We're used to this. This is like a daily game occurrence where we get phantom calls like this.
Capitals have to kill off a 5-on-3 now. 18 seconds left in that. Final 7 seconds of the period. Philly's trying to get a shot here before the break. Big one there. Glove save, Lindgren. One more opportunity. Shots blocked wide. Second period's over. 7 seconds of 5-on-3 will carry over into the third, but Washington survives for now. They keep the 2-1 lead, and we head to the second intermission. We're going to have some time to hang out, chill in the chat.
There won't be a makeup call, Perlo, I promise you.
While we wait for while we wait for this third to begin. And boy, it looks like we got a pretty big third period coming up here. 1-goal game heading into the final 20 minutes. Washington on top, but they got to kill off the penalties here early in the third. This is going to be an interesting final 20 minutes. And I will say the second period was a heck of a lot more entertaining than the first period was.
It could have also been due to all the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We didn't really get a chance. From what I saw, it was very defensive and not a lot going on for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot as far as shots on goal. There wasn't any goals back in the first, and
a couple power plays back and forth though, I think.
Other than the couple of big hits that they had early on, there wasn't much happening in the first. There was a lot more going on in that second period. But Washington comes out of it with a 2-1 lead. Had a good defensive team with a lead heading into the final 20 minutes. They've got to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. You got to kill this penalty. Always tough to kill a penalty with fresh ice at the beginning of the power play, and a 5-on-3 one to begin with, right?
Yeah, Nathan, that was a brutal one for sure, Nathan. Yoshi Bros, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for dropping by. Yeah, I'm sorry to see what's happening to your Leafs tonight, but that's just a Toronto thing. You know, beat the Rangers, who were first in the Eastern Conference, and then lose to Columbus. Like, that could not be more Toronto.
Perlo called this last night on our stream. He said that the Leafs typically lose these games, and it's just crazy.
They'll go out there, they'll beat a really high-quality opponent, and then they'll play, like, absolute garbage against bottom-tier teams.
I think they've had a sub 500 record against sub 500 teams in the last, like, whatever. It's just unbelievable.
No, it's funny because, like, every time they play the Sharks or the Blackhawks or the Blue Jackets, like, those are the games that they lose, and then they'll beat the teams like the Rangers or the Devils or Panther. Well, no, actually. No, they did. They beat the Panthers in a shootout the last time they played.
Yeah.
They have struggled with the Bruins this year, though. They lost both games so far against Boston in overtime. Or one was a shootout, one was overtime. Either way, it went to extra time. But it's funny how they always lose to, like, the bottom teams and then play well against others.
They're 0-2 against the Blackhawks this year.
Yeah, it's just not surprising.
Yeah, you got to beat the bad teams, man. That's really an indicator if you're a good team or not, is you have to beat the team. You're going to lose games. But when you typically lose to really bad teams, I just wonder the makeup. By the way, I didn't say it earlier. Reeves went off injured. I don't know if he's been back. He went off injured early in the game. So,
so he's only missing out on about 3 minutes of ice time then.
Yeah. He's not been good, but
well, he doesn't play. He plays like 4 minutes a night, which this day and age is pretty useless. It's not like we have the Colton Orrs and Brian McGrattan still around. Like, if you're playing 3 or 4 minutes a night, you're useless.
3 years at 1.1, I think that deal is.
Why would you ever give him a 3-year deal? Like, he's the epitome of a 1-year deal guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. Give me a
Yeah, go for it. We're here at the intermission. We're just chilling, hanging out, waiting for this third to start. We do have a pretty big third period coming up here with a 1-goal game heading in. Both of these teams are competing, for playoff positioning. Right now, if you look at the wild card standings, Washington is in a playoff spot with the second wild card position. The Philadelphia Flyers are in a playoff spot right now, third place in the Metro Division. So both of these teams have been a lot better than most people thought they would be going into the year. And this is a pretty important game between the two with only 2 points separating them right now. Washington would actually pass Philadelphia because of games played. They would, if Washington wins this game in regulation, which they're up 2-1 right now. They would both have 33 points, and Washington has less games played. So the Capitals would move up ahead of Philadelphia in the standings, and the Flyers would drop back to a wild card spot. I mean, these two teams are very, very close to each other. And obviously right in the thick of the playoff race as of right now, 25 to 30 games in the season where these teams are at. So kind of a good matchup here and a very big period coming up.
Yeah, if you need to take a break, I can hold down the chat for you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good for now. I think we'll definitely make it to the end. But
when you get to my age, if you've had a beer, I think I probably got you by a couple years, but I think you're you're like 26?
27.
Okay, so I'm 19 years old.
Yeah.
So I got you. You got me by a bit. In age, it's always better to be younger, I can tell you that much.
Yeah. Well, I'm feeling old. I'm coming up on my 10-year high school reunion next year.
Are you going?
I don't know. I don't even know if we're having one, but I graduated high school in 2014, and to see that be 10 years ago, that's kind of an oh shit moment.
Did you have a big graduating class?
No, 212 I think was my graduating class.
Good. We did not have a 10-year high school reunion, and mine would have been 2006, my 10-year. So I think actually I'm getting close to my 2016 was my 20, I guess.
Yeah, so you're getting close to your 30.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting close to 30, so.
Yeah. We didn't have one. I only had 90 in my graduating class, though. So.
Yeah, my class, I don't know if we'll do one or not. My class wasn't very tight knit, to say the least. Everyone kind of had their own group within the class, but like the class as a whole, like each group kind of stuck to themselves.
Yeah, I like to say I liked a lot of the people I went to high school with. I mean, I don't know. I think I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah.
You know, I was never part of a social clique, though. We didn't have hockey in my high school, though. That would have been cool.
Most of my friends from high school weren't actually in my grade. Most of my friends were either a year or 2 years younger than me.
Yeah, it was kind of the other way around for me, man. I had most of mine were older, and so by the time I was a senior, most of them were gone. But so I just hung out with everybody. It was kind of the way it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did enjoy it, though.
Oh yes, I did. Yeah, I have like all my best friends to this day that you guys like see on stream sometimes and stuff are all from high school.
Yeah, Brody and all those guys.
Yeah, Brody, Evan, Josh, like Seth, they're all from high school, but they're all young. Will's the only one that was in my grade. The rest of them were all younger than me.
No, I like your group of friends. They seem like they're a good group of guys. Definitely could have a beer and talk hockey with them and have a good time. I'll make it over there, man. We'll have to go to a Bruins game or something one of these years.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
I took Hate Hockey and Rico to a Leafs game. We went to the Leafs Vancouver game. Best game I've seen the Leafs play this year, actually.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, dude, it was great. And we're sitting lower level if I take you, because I maybe get to go see one of those games once in my lifetime, so I'm gonna pay for good seats.
Yeah,
so.
Man. Yeah. Bruins ticket prices are whoo.
Leafs weren't too bad, actually. I was, the nice thing is the American dollar's so much higher than the Canadian dollar.
Yeah,
it was like 1,200 Canadian, and it ended up being like $800 American for 3 tickets in like the lower level. Not too bad.
That's not bad at all.
No, it was good, man. And like I said, I don't get to go to as many games, so just a lot of fun. I definitely have to get to a Boston game. My family, my mom's side of the family's from the Springfield area.
Okay.
So yeah. I lived there when I was a kid, real young. Wasn't born there, was born in Montana, but moved there when I was very young. So definitely always have an affinity for the Bruins, and got to get over there. Cape Cod was like the coolest place I've ever seen when I was a kid. Plymouth Rock, Cape Cod, all that, just so cool. I would not hate living in like Martha's Vineyard or something like that. Those interesting, cool, eclectic New England towns that you have,
Yeah.
And you kind of live in that sort of. You're in southeastern, right? But you're kind of live in that sort of area.
Yeah, I live in like a small town out in the woods. It's
Yeah,
nice.
rural. Yeah,
Very
yeah,
rural. It's nice.
yeah, yeah.
But very close to like Providence, Rhode Island too. So like I'm
Yeah.
20 minutes from Providence, so it's like you have city there. You're an hour from Boston, but
Yeah.
I don't have to live in Boston. I get to live the rural small town life, which is great.
Well, isn't it like Boston's pretty expensive?
Oh,
right?
extremely. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would never want to live in Boston.
I think if you're like somebody like Brian McGonigal, everybody knows him, Rear Admiral
Mm-hmm.
for Spittin' Chicklets. Like he grew up in Charlestown and stuff, so I think it was really a proud moment for him to move back there and be able to live there and stuff. But like those are expensive places to. Aurelia is telling us Carolina scored. By the way, I think Carolina's up 2-1. Here they are, Jordan Stahl. Aurelia said she graduated in '93. By the way, yeah.
Oop, I wasn't born yet.
Yep, she went. This is your 30th high school anniversary this year. You had.
Yeah, 2023 is 30. Wow.
So Dan S., I was stationed in the military in Alaska and I never left. So there was not much for me where I'm from back in Montana. It's a great place to live. Where I'm from in Montana is actually for years and years and years, a lot of wealthy and rich people have lived there. And there's just really not for anything for the people that grew up there. Unless your family had money or property or something. There was just nothing there for me, man, to keep me back. So, yeah, I miss it. I would go back in some ways, but Alaska's good. Been good. I'll always in some form or other live here. But I'd like to live in a warm weather state about half the year too. You were in Butte, Montana. I'm sorry. That's where I'm processed in the military. There's a reason it looks like, but it's a terrible town. I hate Butte. Butte, just to give a little history lesson, Butte at one point had 3 million people in the Silver Rush before Montana was a state, lived in Butte, Montana. And there's not been in my lifetime over 1 million people in the entire state of Montana, which is like the 4th largest state in the U.S. So it's a pretty sparsely populated state. Just kind of funny that, we got somebody from the peninsula, the
Fool in the Rain. What's going on, Fool? Welcome in.
He's from the Kenai Peninsula. All right. Took a Greyhound bus from Toronto to Los Angeles, then up to Calgary through Butte, Montana. Oh, wow.
Austin, what's going on? Welcome in. Not 100% sure again. Sorry, my schedule's crazy. I'm not sure exactly if when I'll be streaming next. I hope to do one next week. So the plan right now is to hopefully get one more in before Christmas, but I'll have to let you guys know if I can confirm that. I'll do it obviously through the community tab. I'll do a post like usual when I find out what I'm going to be doing. But I hope to get one more in before Christmas. Yes.
The job keeping you pretty busy, huh? The new gig.
Yeah, that and the main bridge into Providence, Rhode Island, is structurally deficient and closed down now. So traffic has been an absolute nightmare. I've been going into work like an hour and a half earlier than normal. I've been getting out of work late. I've worked overtime each of the last 2 days. Like it's been pretty crazy.
What's the turnaround of getting that fixed?
3 months at least.
My God, yeah.
Yeah, you can thank the great state of Rhode Island for that. Their bridge was literally about to collapse. Like thousands and thousands of cars go over it every day, and it was about to collapse.
That's unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
If that happens in this day and age, would it be beneficial if you like rented an apartment with some buddies or something in Providence? Is that like a
no? Because where I work is in Rehoboth. Like Our shop, like our main point, is in Rehoboth. We just do a lot of work in Rhode Island, so we have to go through Providence pretty much every day.
So where you live is where you work, basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So you just then that makes no sense to you still have to go across the bridge.
Yeah, I have to go to work in Rehoboth every day, and then we go to Providence, and it just takes twice as long as it should because of this whole bridge debacle.
And if you're getting out of work at 6, impossible to stream if it's taking you an hour and a half to get home, unless it's like a 7:30 puck drop. And
yeah, luckily we've been going into work early to try and beat most of the traffic if we can. So I've been getting out earlier, but like today I worked 6:30 to 4:30. And I got home at like 5 or a little before 5. So
yeah, no, that's brutal, man. That's the one thing, man, about being retired and not driving and not having to commute anymore. Like I hated driving. I was never a big fan of it. I mean, if it wasn't for sports talk radio, I don't think it would ever. So
Daniel, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks so much for dropping by. Job's going, I mean, other than the traffic difficulties right now, Dan, the job itself is fine. Going pretty well. No complaints from me. Kelly also dropped a 5. I didn't mention that yet, so I want to make sure we say thank you to Kelly dropping, a 5 on the stream. Let's get some dono hype in the chat and give a big thank you for supporting the channel. Really, really appreciate that as always. Also today, like this stream has been, all over the place with, the first period being nothing but technical difficulties. I haven't mentioned this yet, but please don't forget, if you haven't, it does help out a lot if you can hit the thumbs up button. And if you'd like to subscribe to the channel and become part of the community here, we would certainly love to have you. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. And just trying to cover hockey when I can and have a great time, enjoy it, talk to all of you guys, and have fun with the NHL. So if you want to join the community here and become a subscriber, that would be awesome. Thumbs up help out a lot. And a big thank you to Jeremiah for coming on tonight. I definitely want to do this again and keep having some guests on from time to time. And now that I figured out with the new Streamlabs how to actually have somebody on, hopefully it won't be such a disaster at the start again. But thank you, Jeremiah, for taking time out of your day to come on and be a part of the stream tonight.
No problem, man. Did you see Kelly's dono, by the way? I didn't know if you shouted that out.
Yeah, I just did.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I might have missed that. I was trying to. Yeah, no, I'm not. And DNS, I'm not retired. I own some properties. I do some other things. I've retired from my first profession. And my wife, of course, still works and stuff. So I got 4 dogs to take care of, and it's expensive to live here. So
third period's about to start.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. We're looking at puck drop here real quick. Third period started in the Leafs game, and we're in the second in Carolina, Detroit. And that I can't believe that Oilers game is on so early. There's only one other game on tonight, and that's Panthers at Canucks. That should be a good one too.
Chicago and Seattle play later as well.
Oh, do they? Oh, how come? Oh, yeah, Chicago, Seattle. Yep.
All right, here we go. Early chance for the Flyers. Nice blocker save by Lindgren. That does it for the 5-on-3. Still 5-on-4 time, though, here for Philadelphia. Trying to tie this game. And Washington's going to send that one all the way down. Minute to go on the power play here for Philadelphia. That carried over into the second, or from the second into the third. It's brought up now. Here's Couturier. Philly trying to keep it in the offensive zone. Konechny, backhand pass, shot, and a great sliding stop there by Lindgren as he comes across and makes a nice save on Morgan Frost.
I think that kills the 5-on-3, does it not?
Yeah, 5-on-3 is over. We're back to regular 5-on-4 here. And Capitals trying to finish off a very important penalty kill. .46 seconds left here in the regular power play. Washington still leads this one 2-1. Flyers win the draw, though. Long shot from Risto. Misses wide. Kept along the wall there. Tyson Forster sends it around. Couturier to Frost. Back out to Ristolainen again to Forster. Ristolainen fakes a shot. Passes one over to Frost. Frost to Konechny in the middle. He tries to pass back cross ice to Forster, but it hops under his stick. Capitals can't clear. Ristolainen down low. Back Forster with a shot. Nice glove save by Lindgren. Loose puck. Philly keeps possession. Ristolainen's shot gets blocked. 5 seconds to go in the power play. Washington's almost done it. Do they kill it off? One last chance in front. Puck bouncing around. We're back to 5-on-5. Even strength again. Washington's killed both penalties. Still up by a goal. About a minute and a half into this third. Here's Tyson Forster. Passes over. Shot in there. Deflects in on goal. And Lindgren's able to adjust and make the save. Flurry of opportunities there. But Lindgren holds tall in goal. The Capitals power play. The Capitals penalty kill holds strong. And we stay 2-1 here in the third.
Huge for the Caps because that was, those terrible penalty calls you almost always see a goal get scored. So
yeah,
just kind of brutal there. I don't think Philly's played particularly bad. I actually just feel like the Caps have played pretty good defensive hockey in this game and taken advantage of because it's 19-17 in shots, pretty close.
Yes, 19-17 Washington with the shot advantage and up by a goal on the scoreboard. Here's Ovechkin, passes over to Wilson, flips it back through the middle, carried up into the offensive zone, driving is Van Riemsdyk. He goes wide, pulls back, passes offline for the grade 8, and that's going to be chased all the way back to the Washington zone. Just over 2 minutes into this third period. Still a lot of time left. Brought up, dumped in by Ovechkin. Wilson will chase. Flyers send it around the boards. Chip to the middle. Knocked down there. Philadelphia is finally able to poke it out of the zone. Paling with it now. Gains the line. Into the offensive end. Over to Farabee. Joel Farabee checked there by Oshie. Edmondson tries to help him out as well, but nobody takes the puck. Finally, Edmondson has it on his backhand, sends it up to McMichael off the glass, but he can't play it. Sealer pinched to keep it in. Washington tries the other side. Now they get it up ice into the offensive zone. Here's McMichael looking for his second of the game, and a glove save there by Ayerson. What's going on, Matt? Welcome in.
Matt needs an Ovechkin point for the parlay. I hope you get it, buddy.
Needs an Ovechkin point for the parlay. Let's go. Let's see if we can get it.
The Caps are due a power play. That's for sure.
Ovi standing at the top of the circle. Might be ready to bash one in for you. Ready for a 100-mile-an-hour one-timer to right to the back of the net.
Or, just at a saucy assist to, Tom Wilson in the low post or something.
He's chasing Gretzky. He wants that goal.
He's been passing the puck a lot. He's actually got a lot more assists than he has goals this year, which is
unusual for him.
5 goals. Yeah, he should have. Typically, he'd have 10 or 15 goals this type of year. It's a lot of people, I don't ever care if he breaks a record, but people have to remember he lost his rookie year, which people are like, oh, that's not a big deal. Oh yeah, he scored 54 his rookie year or 51 or whatever. And he won the Calder the same year as Sidney Crosby. And, and then all the strike shortened years, he'd easily be at 900 goals. I've add 75 to his total. He's at 900, so it just sucks. I think he's the greatest goal scorer of our era, of all time. And, it's because of labor strife and pandemics and, that he hasn't broken the record. Then hockey fans are the ones that lose out. Kind of bumming. Unless you don't want him to break Gretzky's record and then you're happy.
Yeah.
Then you're just a hater. Because, Gretzky broke that record in 2020. By the way, Leafs making a little bit of a comeback here. Marner just made it 5-2. Watch the Leafs come back and win this game.
That would be so Columbus to blow that game.
Yeah, and no one would care.
I mean, maybe like 3 people would care.
Comeback is on, so we'll see.
Here we go. Philadelphia offsides entering the zone. So that gets whistled down. 16:11 left here in the third. Still 2-1 Washington. Let's see. Carolina's up 2-1. Minnesota's up by a goal over Calgary, 1-0. St. Louis has a 2-0 lead over the very disappointing Ottawa Senators. And Tampa Bay and Edmonton just dropped the puck.
Well, you knew St. Louis was going to win this game right after the coaching change like that.
Oh, yeah, they get the coaching change bump. They'll win probably 2 or 3 in a row, and then we'll see what happens. But they're definitely good for at least 2 or 3 wins after the coaching change.
Yeah, I mean, it's no, Drag, they're not prescription glasses. They're just screen glasses. I used to actually wear prescription glasses, but I had I had eye surgery in like 2011, so I have perfect vision. But it's just because I stare at screens all day watching hockey. When you're covering the sport, it's like I'm trying to save my eyes from further damage. So they're just like a blue, these particular brand are called Horus glasses. I think they're made in France, but I like them. They fit nice. And
Washington now, Abe Kubel against his former team up into the offensive zone.
I forgot he played for the Flyers.
Yeah, he started with Philadelphia, I think, and then he kind of bounced around a little bit.
Oh, and he was on that Colorado Cup team, and we'll know that forever.
Dented the cup. I feel like he barely played too.
Oh yeah, he was. He's a big guy though.
Yeah, he's always been like a grinder on the fourth line.
Decent skater, not bad with his hands. Not a guy you don't want to have. I mean, I think
good depth piece for sure.
Yeah,
I feel like he's kind of having a good. I feel like he's playing his best hockey in Washington.
Yeah, I have to say this. I was excited about the coaching change, not because I hated Laviolette. I just felt like 3 years. We lost in the first round every year. It's just like he didn't get fired. That was the end of his deal. I was excited for this Spencer Carberry just because I know the Leafs are kind of a forward-thinking organization, and I've really been impressed with him. I've been a really big fan of him as the coach. I like what I've seen. The Caps haven't executed all the time, but I've just been a fan of what I'm seeing on the ice. And guys like Anthony Mantha are having great years. That and that guy was, I mean, for a guy who scored more goals in the Quebec Major Junior. We got a goal here.
Oh, chance in front, Philadelphia. Oh, and they tuck it home. Flyers score. It's Farabee on the doorstep. And this is a 2-2 hockey game. As good hard work down low in the offensive zone for the Philadelphia Flyers results in a goal. Joel Farabee puts home his 11th of the season. He's
Providence
had a good start.
Right? Didn't you say?
He's got a chance for 30 this year.
What'd you say, Farabee was a Providence guy, or is he a BU guy?
Boston University.
Yeah, but BU guy like Ryan Whitney. Boy, BU looks good this year too, right?
Yeah, they're very good.
Yeah.
And that one's tucked home there by Farabee. What's going on, Peter? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. We got third period action, and we got ourselves an even hockey game. 2-2 now in the third. Washington dumps it in. Ersson comes out, plays it high off glass. Up the boards it goes. Taken in, knocked away. Protas was trying to get it on goal, but it bounced wide. Philly comes back the other way now. Skated up over center ice into the offensive zone. Stahl can't feather that one through to Couturier as it's knocked away by the Washington back check. Mantha with it now. Gets it to Van Riemsdyk. TVR sends it up. Philly's going to come right back the other way, though, as they didn't get the puck deep. Couturier off his skate, rolls just wide of Lindgren. It's chipped up the wall. Not out. Second opportunity out as Washington comes back the other way. 3-on-3 into the offensive zone. Mantha with a shot that gets blocked. Jensen on the far side checked. He'll just eat the puck along the wall as both these teams try and dig it out. Top of the circle
I like
now.
what
Edmondson tees one up that just goes wide.
Like what I'm seeing from the Caps, honestly, in the breakouts and everything. Just a little bit more crisp with the passing would be nice. So we'll see. Oh, did Stammer get his 200th power play goal tonight?
Stamkos scored for the Lightning.
I would love to see the Lightning in this Edmonton Oilers streak. Not because I'm an Edmonton Oilers hater, but I'm a little bit of an Edmonton Oilers hater. When you get like 5 first-round picks in like 10 years, it's first overall picks. It's a little bit, I don't know. I just feel like they were in tank mode and
they still have never figured out goaltending.
Yeah.
No long-term solution in goaltending.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing really good hockey right now, but we'll see.
Yeah, they got the new coach bump, that's for sure.
Yeah, I really hated it for Woodcroft too, because I actually thought he was a really good coach. But got a bunch of really good coaches out there without a work. Dean Evison, former Caps assistant for a long, long time under Boudreau, and was a big fan of him. And he stayed on. I think he stayed on for a while.
I have no idea how the Ottawa Senators can justify keeping DJ Smith when Dean Evison and now Craig Berube are available in the coaching market.
Well, and you could even make the argument Woodcroft, if you look at his numbers. I mean, it doesn't hurt that he had Connor McDavid and stuff. I think you get that Connor McDavid bump. Maybe a lot of people are thinking he's not a good coach, but yeah, I'm with you, man. Like
I feel like Ottawa's style, like their roster's built different from what Woodcroft wants to play. I think Dean Evison coming from a very tough team in Minnesota would be a good fit for a very tough team in Ottawa.
Well, and he, by all practicable sense of the word and everything I've heard, he was very much a player's coach and not a hard ass.
Yeah.
Like where you're going to get a little bit more of the hard ass in Craig Berube.
Yeah.
And I think in 10 years, you won't see any of those type of coaches in the NHL at all. It'll all be touchy-feely, we got to hold these guys' hands, which I'm not saying is the worst. I'm not criticizing it. I think the old saying, you catch more flies with honey. I think there is something to that, but you also have to understand players will take advantage of that, and that could hurt. So
they need a good kick in the ass.
Yeah.
Teams that will not get lazy are the Philadelphia Flyers, because John Tortorella will put an end to that real fast.
Well, they'll trade you, probably.
Oh, yeah. You'd be gone. And
just ask Kevin Hayes. I mean...
Oh, big hit there. Philly back in their own zone now, trying to work it. They get it back through the middle and to neutral ice as we tick under 13 minutes to go now in the third period. Sealer into the offensive zone. Sends that one around everybody. Another good hit along the boards. That one drives wide there of Lindgren. Capitals come back the other way. Abe Kubel's going to win the race to the puck and then fall down behind the net. Flyers take the loose puck.
Owen Tippett's the guy been laying the boom out there right now for the Flyers.
Sealer's shot gets blocked, and that's going to go up into the netting. We'll get a stoppage with 12:28 to go in the third period. 2-2 hockey game. First goal of the game belonged to Philadelphia. Washington scored a couple, and then Philadelphia answered with the latest goal in this game. We are 2-2 in the final 12 and a half minutes now here. And this certainly feels like a game that's probably going to come right down to the wire.
Yeah, I expected nothing less. That's why I started my stream at 10:10 Eastern Standard Time, because I knew we would go probably into overtime.
And Another nice glove save there by Lindgren. Boy, the goalies have been good in this game.
Yeah, Lindgren's been so good for the Caps. He's 6-2-1 with a 2.34 save percentage, or 2.34 goals against, and a 9.31 save percentage this year. I've had that written down to say.
Wasn't he in St. Louis before Washington?
Shoot. I'll have to look. I think he was with. I'll look it up.
For some reason, the Blues come to mind. I'm not 100% sure on that. But if the Blues let him go and now he has a 930 save percentage, that was a mistake.
Well, but they've been, Bennington's been really good for them. Their problem has not been goaltending. And then they have that Ryan Hofer kid that a lot of people are saying he played for Montreal.
Oh, Oshie, what a move, but they can't put it home on the back door.
Oh, God, he put that on a tee for Rasmus Sandin.
Oh, Sandin had half the net wide open with a backdoor tap in, and he can't get it on goal.
Yeah, so he was with St. Louis 1 year, but he actually was with Montreal for like 5 seasons, but didn't play him much. So he was with the Montreal organization for 5 years. From 2015 to 2020, he was with Montreal. Just didn't get a lot of playing time, just 1 game here, 2 games there.
Speaking of St. Louis, 3-0 now over the Senators. And we get a fight between Tyler Tucker and Brady Tkachuk.
Oh, God. That would be fun to watch. By the way, Lakeville, Minnesota guy. Ryan Lindgren, and his brother plays for the New York Rangers, if you didn't know.
Down low, Capitals setting up in the offensive zone. Shot there from Ovechkin gets knocked down. Wilson gets it back to Ovi, and then Wilson was falling down. They collide. Philadelphia takes the puck. Paling dumps it in. Charlie Lindgren comes out, leaves it behind the net for the D, and Washington is going to hold it, gain possession, regroup. Martin Fehervary.
He's been real good for the Caps.
Deflected through the middle. Wilson's first on it. Wins the race against York. Rebound chance there. Strome scores after the broken stick. Dylan Strome is at the right place at the right time, and he puts it home. Caps back up by 1. It's 3-2.
Dylan Strome's been good for the Caps this year too.
I think Dylan Strome's been good for the Caps since he got there.
Yeah. By the way, in that
solid pickup for Washington for a guy that nobody else really wanted.
Yeah, was drafted by Arizona, right? Traded to Chicago.
Chicago gave up on him after he had a pretty productive season.
Well, I think they were just going in a different direction too. Didn't look like they were kind of trying to start the rebuild, so they were just like, "Hey, we're probably not going to re-sign you." And dude, I've been really pleasantly surprised. I actually think Dylan's a better player than his brother too.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yes, he's got 12 goals now. That's his 12th of the year.
I think he might be leading the Caps in goals now. Yeah, he's leading the Caps in goals by 2.
Walked around now, chipped out of the zone by Philadelphia. Washington gains possession back, and momentum is on their side as they look for a multi-goal lead. Nobody has had a multi-goal lead at any point in this game. It's always been tied or a 1-goal difference. We'll see if Washington can change that here with 10:15 to go in the third period. Edmondson holds behind his net. Now he'll start to break it out. Passes up. Turns it over. Philadelphia comes the other way. Fanning on the shot as Edmondson gets in the way is Tippett, and Washington's able to clear it out of the zone. What's going on, Red Rubber? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Always great to see you in the chat. Philly with a good deflection chance, but Lindgren squeezes it, and he'll cover up now with 9:53 left in the third. We should be heading to a TV timeout. We are. And it is a 3-2 game. Capitals up by 1 with just under 10 minutes to go in the third period. This is going to be a heck of a finish here between Washington and Philadelphia in a very important game. The Capitals have a chance to pass Philly in the standings if they win this game in regulation. they'd have the same number of points, but Washington has less games played, and that would get them securely in the third spot in the Metro Division.
I have this question for you, John. If you're a Philly fan, though, don't you want them to not make the playoffs?
Kinda.
And continue with this rebuild, and because you're 2 years from seeing Mishkov, maybe, right? One or two more seasons.
Probably 2 years away.
Yeah, and you've got some really good players that could do some other teams some really good things, and I could see them moving Carter Hart too. He's in the last year of his deal. I don't know. I just feel like, and you look at all these teams that need goaltending. Edmonton, Toronto. Toronto, in my opinion, doesn't have much to give up. I think the cupboards are bare there.
Yeah.
Mitten, maybe, I think a lot of people thought they took a flyer on him, but and they might have hit a home run with that, but it's just like, even LA could maybe, they're not, I love Cam Talbot's playing well, but he is 36 years old too. So you just hope his body can hold up for the and he was in net last night when they lost to Winnipeg. So, the only team in the NHL that doesn't need goaltending, my bad, I blacked everything out of, is the Boston Bruins. Right?
Yeah.
Got my boy Jeremy Swayman, Anchorage, Alaska. Couple Alaska kids goaltending in the NHL, and fought Phoenix Copley and Jeremy Swayman. I almost got you a Swayman, but was like, nah, 27. That's the number.
27 is the number for sure. So that one.
I love it, man, and I love how much you love it. That makes it worth the most. I was going to say in that Blues game, Robert Thomas has 2 goals, and Brandon Saad's the other goal scorer. So Robert Thomas was notably a big Berube guy too. So maybe he's doing a sorry, coach, we didn't do it for you.
Yeah, worked out.
I've been really impressed with Minnesota. I'll get back to play-by-play here, but I've been really impressed with Minnesota since their coaching change, and I was bummed out by that one, but looks like that's working out for them.
Yeah, they're starting to climb back up and got themselves in wild card contention. So still, we're still so far away from the playoffs. There are a lot of teams still in the hunt at this point, and we'll see. There were some teams that got off to pretty bad starts that still have plenty of time to make points up and get some wins. Minnesota definitely being one of those teams. Nashville's already done it. Edmonton is doing it right now on their streak that they're on. Like, there's plenty of time left to make up some wins. Washington,
for sure,
works this one through. 8:40 to go in the third. Last goal was Dylan Strome, Cap. Dylan Strome with it for Washington as they try and extend the lead. Oshie carries to the offensive end, fires a shot wide glove side. 8:25 now to go in the third period as the Capitals another chance, backhanded, blocked away. Oshie gets it back, plays it out to the point. D to D across to Jensen. Jensen doesn't have room to do much, so he just sends it down low. Oshie gets knocked down. And Capitals, Mark Stahl comes away with it for Philadelphia. What is going on, Kyle? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Sealer with it. Passes over. Brink now will drop that one off for Stahl. Stahl holds behind the net. Will start to come up ice. Passes over to York. Deflected into the offensive zone by Couturier. Lingren comes out to play it. Up the wall. York keeps it in. Glove down there by Oshie. Ovechkin takes it. And out of the zone, cleared by Washington. Philly looking to tie this game again. Bodon, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. There's a shot wide by the Flyers. Washington comes back the other way. They dump it out of the zone, but York's going to have a chance to bring it back in. He turns it over to Tom Wilson. Wilson with a drop pass for Strome. Strome, top of the circle, cuts to the middle. Tries to wrong foot Ersson, but he just misses the post. What's going on, Brian? Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. Great to have you here as always. 7:05 to go in the third period. 1-goal hockey game. Up into the offensive zone. Philly drives to the outside. Curled back by Konechny. Pass to the middle. There's a shot. That one kind of fanned on there by Paling and ends up just rolling wide. Washington gets it out. Both teams get line changes as we're down now. 6:42 left in the period. Carried up by the Flyers into the offensive zone. Down to the corner. Behind the net, there's Farabee. He's got the last goal for Philadelphia. There's a shot. Nice save by Lindgren. Ristolainen to Farabee. Back out in front on the backhand. Not able to get it redirected on goal. Got a pile of bodies in front. Fehervari and one of the Flyers. Right at the top of the crease. Spin around shot. Save. Rebound chance again and another save by Lindgren. Round it goes. Here's Fehervari. Takes the hit. Gets run to the wall there by Ristolainen and sends it all the way down. No icing. First on it was Mantha. Back the other way now. Here comes Philadelphia. Mantha knocks a man down. Washington takes the puck. Right in front of the benches. 5:50 to go in the period. Wow, Toronto scores again. It's 5-3.
Something happened though. Sean Corrali was really giving it to the official. That's why I zoned out there. I think they missed something in that game. By the way, Tampa Bay up 2-0. Tyler Mott with the other.
Oh
goals.
Wow, Tyler Mott with a goal, and Edmonton now finds themselves down a couple.
If you had a Tyler Mott goal prop, that was probably plus 11,000 or something.
We're going to go to our final commercial break here. 5:31 to go in the third period. Capitals lead this one by 1. 3-2 over Philadelphia. Flyers obviously need to score to force OT. Washington would love to hang on for this win and put it away.
Yeah, Flyers are coming, man. They're trying to tie this game. They know they're back. The time's running out. Not very much time left in the game. 3-1 in that Blues game, by the way. Now I think Ottawa got on the board.
So after the Brady Tkachuk fight, Ottawa gets themselves on the board.
Yeah, Dominic Kubalik for them.
Hurricanes still up. Flames have tied the game against Minnesota.
Okay, well that's
1-1 now.
That had to have just happened.
And like you said, Lightning are up 2-0 on Edmonton.
I wonder who scored that Flames goal.
Igor Sharangovich.
But that's his 10th goal of the year. I think he leads the Flames in goals. What a trade. What a trade. I don't think Toffoli has 10 goals for the... Now, Toffoli will make a difference if they can make the playoffs, but Sharangovich looking really good with the Flames.
Matt, what is going on? Welcome in. I am not sure yet when my next stream will be. I will post about it on the community tab when I do know. I'm hoping to get one more in next week before Christmas, but I got to figure out my schedule and everything for next week first. But I will let you guys know for sure.
I lost my feed here. Hulu doing its best to keep me going.
All right, here we go. Back from the commercial. 5.5 minutes left. And Philly will chase this one to their own zone. That one's dumped off glass behind the net. Ayerson sends it up. Over the line. Couturier into the offensive zone. Knocked away. And Washington's able to clear. York back to get it for Philadelphia as we're under 5 minutes remaining. Shots are 24-24.
I'm at 4:52 and I got an icing from...
Yes, just saw that icing here against the Flyers. Shots on goal are tied, but Washington leads where it counts. Wow, Twitter's going ablaze here. Jordan Kyrou is being booed by his home crowd because of the comments that he made about Craig Berube.
I mean, talk about not reading the room.
Yeah, a coach that wins a franchise's first ever Stanley Cup just gets fired.
and he was loved. I don't know.
I mean, St.
Strickland
Louis
came from,
fans loved Berube.
yeah, they loved him. Like I think if you ask St. Louis Blues fans, they're going to say that Doug Armstrong has been the issue there.
Yeah.
Not the GM, not the coach, and I guess super approachable.
Oh, what a hit there. Wilson leveled one of the Flyers over in front of the benches. Kept in, though, by Philadelphia. Here's Paling. He turns back, plays it to the point. Long shot through traffic, gets blocked. Washington's on it. They'll lift it over everybody and out. Flyers have to regroup. Sean Walker. He's garnering a lot of trade interest with how good he's been this year.
Yeah. He's got a few years left on his deal, though, I think. We were looking that up the other day.
So if you're Philadelphia, you could get a real solid return there for a guy with term on his contract.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's like rent controlled apartments in New York. If you've got a known commodity for the next 2 or 3 years, you're going to get more. I think you're going to get a team that's got maybe some defensive depth that's looking to maybe at the prospect level, you could really generate that into some good players. And if you're truly trying to do a rebuild, which I think Briere, again, it makes sense. Nothing against the Flyers, but I'm glad they're playing well and their fans deserve to see a winner. I feel like Philly, the NHL is better when Philly is better.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Philly now in the offensive zone after that face-off for the puck out of play. 3:10 to go in the third. There's a shot that's blocked wide. Dowd's on it. Dowd takes a hit to work it up the wall. Philly keeps it in the zone. Here's Owen Tippett. Long shot there, and he scores! Owen Tippett, a seeing eye shot through traffic in front, ties this game at 3 with 2:59 remaining, and the Flyers just won't go away.
That goal, the Caps not getting it out there, was just god-awful. I don't know what Malenstein was doing there. Throw it up the fucking boards, even if you ice it. I don't know what's going on. That might have been deflected in front, but just awful. Just awful in your own end play.
Yep.
So
that's what happens when you don't get the puck out of the zone.
Got to get it out of the zone, man.
And that was just a spin around. I don't know if Sanheim got a piece of that or if he just completely blocked Lindgren.
It looked like it was deflected, but yeah.
Lindgren didn't see it till it was by him. So Sanheim was right in his vision there. And we just tick under 3 minutes to go. Owen Tippett's got 10 goals this season. And Philadelphia, man, this is a John Tortorella team. They will not go away. They are all effort all the time, no matter how the game is going.
Yeah, and you got to make crisp passes when you're against a team like that. You can't be just bumble fucking the puck around in your own end. It's just not the way you're going to win those type of games. You have to really clear the zone and make smart plays. And just Washington's been bad in their own end tonight for the 3 goals.
Taken now, deflected back in by Philadelphia. We'll see if they can build some momentum here. The home crowd has certainly started to pick it up as far as the noise level. Couturier gets knocked down, though, by Wilson. Cycling, attacking end. Philly still with it. Back out to the point. York. Feel like York's played a ton of minutes tonight. There's a shot from Konechny, bouncing around in front. Lindgren's able to find it. Lindgren covers that.
Big time save.
2 minutes exactly left in this third period, and we have a 3-3 game. We very well might be going to overtime.
That's a goal that Lindgren's going to want back, even though he was screened. Though
I don't think he saw it.
He didn't, but
if Malenstein gets the puck out of the zone like any high school player would be able to do, that whole thing doesn't happen.
Even if you ice the puck, you reset, just get it out. They can't score if it's not in your end,
Exactly.
And you get the puck, you can't just turn it over at the blue line in your own end. It's just awful. You know.
Back out, cleared there by Washington.
I do think the Caps are owed a power play for that garbagey call in the second, but
there hasn't been any penalties since.
Well, good God for that one. I mean,
I just find it interesting that after that 5-on-3 for Philadelphia, there haven't been any penalty calls since either way.
Welcome to being a Caps fan, man. You'll always feel like you are left shorthanded by the officiating for whatever reason that is.
Capitals now trying to hold it in the offensive zone, but it's carried up ice by Frost. He's able to clear. Caps back in their end.
Wilson
Chip to the middle. Here's Tom Wilson. Top of the circle. Shot gets blocked.
Yeah, and he took too long to shoot that puck. He settles it down. Just throw it on net. And then you got a guy crashing the net, and you don't know what happens. And then it turns into a 2-on-1 for Philly.
Yep.
And now we're going to overtime probably here.
Tippett rushed the other way. Lindgren had to make a nice save.
Yeah.
Final 30 seconds now. Bouncing around in the offensive zone for Philadelphia. Trying to clear there is Protas, but he can't get it out. Up the wall it goes. Top of the circle. 15 seconds left in the third. Back out high, York. To the middle, shot through traffic, gets blocked. Wilson in the way.
Yeah, Caps are reeling, man. This looks every bit.
Oh, Lindgren with a game saver. Konechny on a one-timer with 4 seconds left. And Lindgren saves the game for the Capitals. Wow. Can you believe that? Lindgren with a game-saving stop with 4 seconds left.
Yeah, he might have saved a point for the Caps in this one.
Konechny was biting his bottom lip after that one. Couldn't believe he didn't score. 4 seconds left. This is going, I think, to OT. Right off the draw, the Flyers get a chance. Dowd cannot lose the face-off clean there.
Well, and he's one of the best face-off guys in the NHL. Oh, my God, the Leafs just tied it.
The Leafs just tied it up.
Yeah, 5-5. Oh, my God.
I know Columbus's coach is brand new, but can he get fired for this?
I mean, timeout. You don't call a timeout when it's like 5-4.
Unbelievable. We're going to overtime here. We might be going to overtime in that Blue Jackets-Leafs game. And honestly, the Leafs might just outrightly win it in regulation. Columbus is completely puking down their jerseys
to be up
right
5-0 in the third period, I feel bad for the Blue Jackets fans, man. Like, you just can't get one. Would have been a huge win for them.
If I'm the Columbus Blue Jackets, I might fire the president of hockey ops, the GM, and the coach tonight.
I would definitely fire the president of hockey ops and the GM. I think the coach you probably keep till the remainder of the year because of the Babcock debacle, but yeah, the Leafs have scored 5 in the third.
What an absolute disaster. Like, nobody should have a job left in Columbus after this.
Well, what would make it even better is if Columbus wins in overtime.
That would be hilarious.
To come back from 5 goals, Leafs now have 46 shots, and then Columbus wins it in overtime. So,
of course, it'll probably be like Johnny Gaudreau with the goal, too.
Yeah, well, we know it won't be Patrick Laine.
Yeah. Yes, Brian, the Jackets were up 5-0, and not just were they up 5-0, they were up 5-0 in the third period. Yeah, and the Leafs just tied at 5-5.
I want to say 8 minutes into the third period, the Leafs hadn't scored. So they might have scored these final 5 goals in like 12 minutes.
Unbelievable.
That's so ridiculous. I'll have to look at it now. I can give you the times.
All right, we're going to overtime here. Washington's 1-2. Oh, I didn't see Philly's record. Washington's 1-2 in overtimes this year. Philly was either 3-2 or 2-3. I just caught a quick glimpse of it. Didn't get to really read it. But anyway, it's 3-on-3. We're in OT. Ristolainen with the puck. Philadelphia gains possession off the draw. And we'll see if they can get it going up into the offensive zone or if Washington can stymie them here. As Konechny pulls it to the forehand, gets a shot. Nice save by Lindgren. Philly keeps possession, works it around. And poked away, stolen there by the Caps. Here's Strome. Doesn't have any help with him, though. Looks like they're going to opt for the line change. Very important in 3-on-3 to keep fresh legs on the ice, because once you get tired and can't defend, it's over.
Yeah.
Chance in front there. Oh, Strome popped it up and over the bar. 4:15 to go now in OT. Oshie passes over off the boards. McMichael gets knocked down by Ristolainen. Sandin carries to the offensive zone, drives wide on Tippett. Tippett, good defense, especially for a forward. Pokes him, keeps him to the outside and pokes the puck. Here's McMichael now back in. He's chased, gets a pass back. Here's Oshie.
The ref gets in the way.
Ref in the way, and the Capitals just have to dump it all the way down, and Sandin will go regroup in his own zone. 3:40 left to go here in OT. Backhanded away. Carried up through the neutral zone. Speed for Ovechkin. Into the offensive end. Stops on a dime. Pass to the middle. Carlson drives wide. Below the goal line. Back out in front. And Protas was way out by the blue line. He's just going to back out to the neutral zone. Back up to Ovechkin off his skates. Nothing really clean here for the Capitals. They have the puck, but they're not making crisp plays with it. Now they'll try again into the offensive zone. Top of the circle. Shot saved there by Ersson. Ovechkin can't get the rebound on goal, and the Flyers come back the other way. Here's a pass up through Atkinson. Saved by Lindgren on the breakaway. Boy,
yeah, great save.
Lindgren has been unbelievable here for Washington.
This game, 100%. And the Caps just have looked awful in their own zone.
Capitals going to break it out now. Philly back in a defensive stature. To the neutral zone. Sandin with a drop pass. Here's Strome with speed. Into the offensive end. Cuts to the middle. What a move, but he couldn't finish it off. Loses the puck to the corner. Taken back again in the neutral zone. They'll try and garner up some speed again and carry back in. Here's Wilson to Sandin. Back to Strome. Strome out high with it. Can't get through. Wilson deflects. Just goes wide. Under 2 minutes now to go in the overtime. Played up now. Capitals onside into the offensive zone. Strome passes. Here's Oshie with it. He spins away. Carlson back out there as a defenseman. Oshie cuts to the middle. Drop pass for Strome. Over to Carlson. Strome again. Offline. Hops over his stick and back to the defensive zone.
Yeah, Strome's trying to change now, too. So
he's exhausted. He's been out there for like a minute and a half now. Here's Carlson. Gains the line into the offensive zone with McMichael and Ovechkin. Takes it deep. Almost loses it. Ovechkin takes it back in the corner, though. Back to McMichael. Connor McMichael, 1 minute remaining in OT. Just going to curl out of the zone and regroup. It is a possession game in 3-on-3. You do not want to give the puck up. Here come the Caps, 2-on-1, offensive zone shot. And Ersson with a nice save there on Ovechkin. For goalies that have both given up 3 goals in this game, boy, have they made some huge saves.
Yeah, Cam Atkinson on the breakaway, and Ovechkin with a pretty good quality shot there. Like, I think he tried to go short side on him here, and the defense. I think Ovi was gonna pass it, but the defenseman sliding into the way there just kind of eliminated that play.
46 seconds to go. Caps with the offensive zone face-off.
Dowd wins it cleanly, and the defenseman can't hold it in. Sandin has been dog shit in this game. Should have had a tap-in goal.
Yeah, he's...
Not good.
I don't know why they're continually putting him out here in this overtime when he's struggling with the puck on his stick.
Columbus wins it in overtime.
That's hilarious.
I can't help but laugh.
Leafs come all the way back to get 1 point and then lose in OT.
Oh my God, Ken Johnson, I think, scored the goal for him too. Good for him. That shit is so funny.
Final 8 seconds here of overtime. We're going to a shootout, I think, unless some. Oh, I almost spoke too soon there, but Ersson makes another save. Yeah. Now we're going to a shootout as the horn sounds.
This is why I started my stream at 10:10, because I had every intention. This felt like a shootout game from the get. I'm surprised we got 3 goals apiece, honestly, John, in this game. But oh God, to come back 5-0 and lose in overtime is just absolutely hilarious. I'm sorry, Leafs fans. I can't help.
It's just such a Leafs thing to do.
Oh my God. Why not? The Leafs can't win a game in regulation. They can't lose one either. So, oh, good God.
I mean, every game is a point for the Leafs.
Yeah, good for Columbus. But that's some funny shit. Dan S., you can't leave before the stream's over, man, just because your Leafs lost. Come on, man. It's a regular season game. Who cares?
How many? I feel like the Leafs have lost in overtime way more than.
Well, they've won in a shootout a lot too. If you look at their record.
Oh yeah, they only have 8 regulation wins. They have 7 OT or shootout wins.
Yeah, and when you get down 5-0, the fact that you got a point out of it is kind of a nice thing.
Yeah, they have 6 regulation losses, and they have now 6 OT losses.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a big deal. You still get a point,
So if 7 of their wins have come in OT or a shootout, and then 6 of they've had 13 overtime games already.
Yeah, like I said, they can't play a game in regulation. It just does not happen. And look, I get it, but 3-on-3 is awesome, but that doesn't happen in overtime. Well, Couturier just scored a nice one on the first shot.
I'm just seeing it now. Couturier serpentine in, cuts back to the middle. Nice shot, high glove.
Yeah, top shelf. Where grandma kids are cookies. In honor of the late, great Rick Jenneret. Yeah, just
right over the glove. Oh, yeah. Lindgren kind of dropped his glove too much there. Like most goalies you see keep it up. He dropped his glove there, and Couturier went right over it.
That's all right. Oshie buries one for the Caps. Makes it look easy.
Oshie does the same. Oh, what a move. Ersson's jockstrap is over in the 5th row.
Yeah, it's definitely in the corner, that's for sure. He just walked.
Oshie doing TJ Oshie things here in the shootout as he does a beautiful backhand forehand move to tuck it around the pad. Here comes Tyson Forster, young kid here for Philadelphia. He's going to drive wide to his left, cuts back to the middle, and an old school save for Charlie Lindgren there.
He did the poke check like that goalie did, like Kochetkov did on Brady Tkachuk.
Yeah, he goes for the diving poke and gets it with the arm there.
Yeah.
Very 90s style with that one.
Yeah.
Here comes Dylan Strome now. He goes in on his forehand, tries to pull it to shoot, and Ersson's just with him the whole way. That wasn't a move that was going to ever work. He never got Ersson to bite on any fake there.
Yeah, he didn't really make a move. It was kind of a lazy attempt there by Strome.
That one should probably not be used again. Brink drives wide now to his forehand side, cuts back on the backhand, gets around the poke of Lindgren and scores. Lindgren tried to go for the diving poke check again. This time it did not work as Brink pulls it forehand, backhand around him and then tucks it in the open net. Well, it worked once, not the second time, and now Anthony Mantha must score. He comes in, pulls to the middle on his forehand, fakes a shot, and loses the puck as he tries to pull it to the backhand. The game is over, and the Philadelphia Flyers get the 2 points and stay in the third place position. I believe. Who's ahead of them?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at standings here. Oh.
They tie the Islanders in points, but they have one more game played, so they stay in third place in the Metro Division. The Capitals do get a point. They are in a wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. Yeah. But Philadelphia is going to get the win here and take home the 2 as they go up 4. They win 4-3 over the Capitals. So that was a fun one. It was a good game right down to the wire. Goes all the way through to a shootout. And yeah, good divisional matchup here. Ends up a 1-goal hockey game.
Yeah, good for the Flyers. I'd say, too, as a Caps fan, like below the Caps, you've got New Jersey, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh. All those teams are probably better teams than them. I think, they're on the outside looking in, too. You just hope that they can figure out they're just not getting good goal scoring. So,
yeah,
consistently. So, poor Matt Wilson didn't hit his parlay.
Yeah, sorry about that, Matt. In a game, too, where Washington scored 3 goals, you would think that Ovechkin would at least have a point.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just been a non-factor this year, man. I'm really excited to see Max Pacioretty come back and play and maybe take his spot on that top line because they need some consistency there. And Patches has a really good shot, and Ovi still does too, but it's just not there for him. His skating isn't there, so it's going to be real interesting. Well, man, John, if I don't talk to you before Christmas again, have a merry one.
Oh, thank you. You as well, absolutely. And Jeremiah's got a show to go do, so I don't want to keep him too much longer, but I do want to give him obviously a huge shout out and a big thank you for coming on the stream tonight. I apologize for the issues during the first period as far as, getting the audio and video and everything set up, but hopefully now, I figured out how to do it with the new Streamlabs, so hopefully when we do this again, it will be working smooth right from the get-go. Also, guys, Jeremiah's got a show to go do, so his channel is linked at the top of the chat in the pinned comment and also in the description of the video. It's the Sports Beard. Please go support Jeremiah. He's a huge supporter of this channel. He's a huge supporter of the hockey YouTube community in general. You guys will see him in streams across hockey YouTube, whether it's Isles Girl, whether it's John from HTH, whether it's here. Jeremiah supports all of us, so the very least we can do is support him in return. So please check out the show tonight. It'll be coming up in just under 15 minutes. So Jeremiah, I know you got to go. Thank you so much, man, and hopefully we can do this again soon.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, John. Really appreciate you. Have a great night.
Thank you. You as well. All of you guys watching as well, big thank you. Thank you guys for the support. As always, again, apologize for the technical difficulties, but hopefully we got that down pat now, and that won't be an issue going forward. And with that, guys, thank you very much again. Hope you guys have a great night and a great weekend coming up. And hopefully I will get to see you guys one more time before Christmas and get a stream in next week. Happy holidays to all of you. Happy New Year, which I should definitely see you again before the new year. But just have a great, holiday season. And thank you guys for all your support. Please don't forget it. If you haven't, it does help out a lot if you hit that thumbs up button. And I will be in touch via the community tab to try and let you guys know when my next stream is going to be. Again, the plan is to do one at some point next week and get one more in before Christmas, but I just can't confirm a particular date or game yet. I will do that as soon as I can via the community tab. So that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you guys so much. And I know I've said that a million times, but I just really appreciate the support. And yeah, hopefully we get some more great hockey as this season goes along. It was a fun game tonight. So hopefully I'll be talking to you all very soon. But have a great night. Have a great weekend. And see you guys all next time, whenever that ends up being. See you later, guys.